There's so many good challenges in coaching. You know, I don't know of anything more fulfilling than working with young men, trying to help them be better athletes, but also be better persons. The thing I don't believe in doing is not giving a kid a second chance. You see, because when I was coming up, if somebody hadn't given me a second chance, I don't know where I'd have been, you know? But somebody did. I wish that every boy that played for me, after I'm gone, would say, he helped me with my spiritual life. He helped me to get along with people. He helped me become a success. I guess that would be more meaningful to me than anything.
Man, what a send-off for Bobby Bowden this week. In the universe, on ESPN, Twitter, and everywhere else, man. A legend. We kicking it, man. It's a new roll-up. I promised the people a new show. I promised the people new vibes. The last roll-up, Big 3 roll-up, was legendary. I think we did some great things. We're not here to replace anybody. We're not here to replace those vibes. We're here to do something totally brand new, right? Some of the people may know the first guest. We played a little game on Twitter. We played a little game on the show as well. So I had the people guess who could possibly be these new two hosts. We had all type of wild guests, anything from Benji Brown, James Coleman, you name it. Trident Time, the legendary Twitter troll. And there's no way I'd do a podcast with that guy, but we had all type of names. Also on the Miami side, we had some wild names. And the people may know the Miami guy. The homie Larion kicking in here with us.
Yo.
He's been a co-producer on the Big 3 roll-up for a few years now, kicking it, helping us write the topics and do some things on that side. So it's an easy transition when I needed a new Miami guy to go ahead and pull him up, man. It's like the D-League over here at the roll-up. Larry, what do you do, man?
Yeah, man, everything's everything, man. Just happy to be here. I've been, like I said, I've been here for a while in the background. I never honestly pictured this. But I'm tremendously happy to be here, man. It's a dope opportunity, and
we finna hang out
all the time. Yes, it's regular.
Finna hang out a little bit.
Regular. So
let's get CJ on here, man. If for the normal listener that may not, our average listener that may not be on Twitter or on the social media streets, they may not know who CJ is. But if I had an arch nemesis in these trolling streets for the last 5-6 years I've been doing this on Twitter, it was probably CJ. CJ Wilson played defensive back at Bethune-Cookman. Also has a Florida State podcast he's been doing for a few years now. And we've been going at each other for a few years, just kicking it. CJ, what it do, man?
Man, what's up, man? Happy to be on. Like you said, man, we've been going at it for years, man. It's been like Ali versus Frazier, so to speak. But to be a part of the team, man, it's a huge blessing. The Big 3, Miami, Florida, and Florida State, man, they definitely ring bells in college football, and especially in Florida. So to be a part of the Big 3 roll-up in the network, so to speak, and just doing my part on the FSU side, man, it's definitely a blessing, man. Because like I said, those 3 names definitely carry weight, and be associated with guys like you, and it's nothing but a blessing.
I appreciate the energy, man. I'm also proud to be doing business with you young men. I'm happy not to be the old guy on the show no more. Larion's older than me.
I was just gonna say young. Yeah, I'm the old head. 40 years. I'll be 41 next month.
I'm only 2 weeks older than Josh, so it wasn't like a big gap. But technically, I was the old guy on the show. CJ brings younger vibes. So I like the mixture of flows we got going on here.
Definitely.
CJ, who Ali and who Frazier?
I'm Ali, bro.
I was definitely.
What?
You see, neither one of us has that down there.
Right. No, we're ready, man. I'm trying to kick it with alphas, man. I'm trying to, not no slight at nobody else, but it's Florida. It's Florida football. It's the Big 3. We're not here to clown each other or be extra goofy, but we're here to have some good competitive talk about 3 programs we love, and then also we get into some other talk, man. It's a Big 3. We don't just talk football. It's a lifestyle show.
Just to pick out back what you just said about the Big 3, man. When all 3 was up, it wasn't nothing better.
Nothing.
So you have other heavy hitters on the podcast too, man. I feel like it'd be the same product.
Correct. Yeah, when all 3 got a hit right, man. And I think, like I said, everybody representation wasn't bad, but we lost a lot of Florida State listeners because, people were saying that the other guys couldn't keep up with the banter and the antics. You know, I bring a lot of energy. Even 4-win seasons, I still held it down, Larion. 2 of them.
You're definitely a legend out here, man. Everybody knows.
Shit, man. You like I said, with you going through those 4-win seasons and shit. You know what FSU been going through with the last 3. It definitely take a lot of work to keep up that energy, but you got to keep it consistent.
Absolutely, man. I come here to pod. Larion, you've been hanging out a little bit. And you said we've been in the group chat. The people just getting this announcement today. Twitter streets was a lot of love. So shout out to everybody on Twitter. Shout out to all the people that's unblocking me from the Florida State side. I appreciate y'all. You know,
What I'm saying? From the UF side on my end, hell, I got a lot of love from UF cats who ain't vibed with me previously. So it's definitely good to get that love also.
Yeah, for sure. But the people feeling it and letting us know, like, yo, this is what we need, man. It's a spark. Of course, like the Big 3 been going on for a while, but like it got a little stagnant. So when we first kicked this off, we in the group chat, we were shooting the shit. The first thing Larion said, I can't wait to see y'all boys go at it. So what are you looking forward to, Larion?
You know, see, this is different. Like, people don't know me from the Twitter streets like that for Big 3. You know, I've done my thing in the past. I'm blocked by many a celebrity for talking down. Shout out Jim Jones. Unblock me, Jimmy. It was just jokes, cuz. Warren Sapp, unblock me, dog. It was just jokes, cuz. Well, you can leave me blocked. I ain't really worried about you. But Jim, yeah, unblock me. But yeah, so like I haven't really been a part of Big 3 Twitter. But for all the listeners, I assure you, I'm definitely gonna get that much more involved. I got a lot of followers today, man. The most followers I had in forever, just from the outpour of love. So I'm gonna get involved with y'all a little bit more like that, man. Y'all can call me stupid and all that's kind of, you know, all these slinging insults. I can take it, man. All that's going to bounce right off. So I didn't have that energy. So I didn't know about y'all two's rivalry. So I guess that's why everybody was like, what? They somehow guessed me easy. But CJ, which is only one person guessed him, right?
What was that?
Only one person guessed CJ, correct?
Yeah, only one person guessed it. Shout out to my man Randy, man. He out of the Panhandle area as well. He's the only one. He's been a day one fan. Me and Randy was cool before I even started podcasting. So dude that I know really well, he guessed it. He was the only one to guess CJ.
That's nuts.
I got more Benji Brown than CJ. I'm just like, man, these people think Benji Brown got time to be
Benji podcasting. Busy. He a busy guy, man.
For sure, right now, he's comedian.
For sure. I appreciate people thinking that highly of me, though. I'll tell you that.
And me. I'm glad y'all thought I was going to be in here. I really don't know why. I have zero idea why y'all thought it was going to be me, but I'm going to take it as a good sign.
Most importantly, man, I'm looking forward to getting to know you guys. You know what I'm saying? I know Larion a little bit. We've been vibing and kicking it real heavy towards the end of 2020 and 2021. We've been, you know what I'm saying, parlaying. He put up to Cushhouse from time to time, or whenever we having events, he's always there. But I've been getting to know him a little bit. We do the Coach Uncut podcast together. CJ, I don't know at all. We just kind of met, but the Big 3 Roll Up was a show that we all kind of got to know each other on the show. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just about we getting on here just talk Florida sports and all that, man. We're gonna also get to know each other. It becomes a brotherhood a little bit, and we're gonna kick some game and talk everything else. But the rivalry is gonna be the rivalry, man. When it's time to talk that shit, we're gonna talk that shit. You know, that's what it is.
Yeah, this is different.
That won't never change.
I started off, see, this is going to be, we can watch this now because I started off liking Silk, and there's so many people who start off not liking them. So let's see if I switch from I like him to, you know, fuck that dude. We'll see what we end up at.
If you like me before you start podcasting, man, we straight, bro. It's like you got like me and Ricky always been cool, regardless of the rivalries and the shit talking. Real niggas just gonna, like, when they link up, bro, the vibe's just gonna be real and keep it moving. It ain't that deep. It's just football.
Nah, I'm talking shit. I just like I said, I'm in chats where you're infamous.
For sure.
Like, they won't look like, but you know, this us combining forces is gonna bring in those audiences. So y'all come on, man. Let's let it go, man. Elite shit talking. That's all it is.
Yeah, we finna hang out a little bit, man. But most importantly, big rest in peace to the legend, the GOAT, Bobby Bowden, Coach Bobby Bowden, 91 years old. We lost him this week. We let CJ kick it off. CJ?
Yeah, man. It was a big loss with Coach Bowden, man. And just the impact he had on college football itself, man. And you see all I guess you don't really realize until you see the people giving his flowers at this point in time, man. Just all the love on Twitter that he's been getting from all the coaches. I saw on Spurrier said something. I want to say it was like 1977. It was some year in the 70s. Before Spurrier even got the job at Florida, he said the reason he started passing the ball around is just seeing Bobby in the 70s do it way before anyone else did. And that's when he was just kicking it, watching the game, being a spectator, soaking it in before, took the big job and, came to UF and became the old ball coach. So just from Spurrier saying that, and you see the players and all of the stuff also, it's not really about football. Right. It's about what he done what he did with these guys outside of football, the men he wanted to build, the character he wanted to instill in those guys. Hell, the intro said it all. Right. The intro to the podcast basically said it all, man. That's what Bobby stood for. And when you have that type of legacy and that type of impact on people, man, the football will take care of itself, man. The other stuff is good. That's what really matters. And when you're that type of person, hell, that's the type of results you're going to get. That's when you can recruit the guys like Deion Sanders, Derrick Brooks, Ron Simmons, Charlie Ward. You bring those type of guys in because of the the person that you are, and being comfortable being that homebody person and just being that dad away from home and letting these parents be comfortable sending their child there, man. So, and just not from a FSU standpoint, man. Me being from Tallahassee, man, when you're a winning college football program, man, that shit just trickles down to everything around you. For sure. Everything around you, man. Tallahassee has seen tremendous growth from the 70s just to the 90s itself, just from the winning that Bobby Bowden did. When you bring in that type of revenue and that type of box office players and games, everything else trickles down. And even to the University of Florida State. Shit, Florida State was an all-girls school at one point, man. For sure. All-girls school. And then you see I think we won 4 games the previous 4 years before Bowden came. It was talked about them shutting the program down completely because it wasn't bringing any damn money. And you bring in that type of coach, and like I said, football trickles down to everything. Admissions goes up, everything take care of itself, so to speak. So man, just the impact that Bobby had on Tallahassee itself, man. If you're a kid from Tallahassee, man, you know about Bobby Bowden. So being from Tallahassee, being a fan.
Any kid in Florida, period, especially you follow this sport, you got to know about Bobby Bowden. I mean, any kid in the country, but damn sure in Florida, man, right. He's an absolute legend. Exactly. Every time we get to the age where every time somebody pass, I start thinking about when I'm a pass. Just at that age, man. So many of the guys we grew up watching, the legends, whether it's from musicians or it's like the athletes or the coaches, they pass away. The first thing I start thinking about is the legacy. So I was just reading the tweets. Watching the send-offs, and I was just like, man, a man that just left a great legacy and a trail. He affected a lot of people's lives, changed a lot of people's lives, man. We've had some Florida State guys come on this show and just talk crazy, highly good, and guys that have fathers. So it's not like you got the guys that just didn't have dads and he's that father figure. Just a great mentor and a great role model, man. So shout out to Bobby Bowden.
100%.
As a Miami fan, it's always been hard for me to root for anything Florida State, just from having that rivalry like that. But one thing I can always say, I've always told people my 2 favorite head coaches of all time was Steve Spurrier and Bobby Bowden. And I think it was because both of them brought their own flavor of authenticity. And nothing about them felt forced. I just felt like I was getting a real guy that was going to give it to you raw. And those are the people that, in my entire life, the ones that I admire the most are people that are just themselves, man. I don't care what you do, however you walk and be you, no matter where you go. Right. And you're gonna get that respect. So I always felt tremendous respect for Bobby, having that type of demeanor about himself. And again, just from Miami standpoint, just having that guy build that program. It's amazing to learn the tradition. Like you say, he used to be a girls' school. Right. He turned into a powerhouse. Having that attitude of we'll play anybody, anywhere, let's get it. Let's strap up and let's play. You got to admire that. You got to admire a guy that says, I can get us there. Follow me, and I promise you I can take us to where we need to go. So as just as a captain and a leader of men, man, you have to show tremendous respect to Bobby Bowden. You just ain't gonna hear nobody, speak ill of him. Honestly, I've never heard a cross word. So, salute to Bobby Bowden. Prayers to his family. Positive vibes to his family. Whatever you feel like that. But full life, man. I guarantee you, when he went out, He didn't leave nothing. He didn't leave no stone unturned.
Left it all on the field.
And just to piggyback what you just said, carry on in regards to, you know, what he built, so to speak, from the all-girls school to now to the powerhouse. I like to call it and FSU was like a brand new program in the grand scheme of things. Brand new. It's a very young program. I like to call it leather helmet money. FSU doesn't have leather helmet money that, you know, the Michigans, the Ohio State, the Alabamas, Penn States, those type of.
I like that phrase.
Yeah, leather helmet money, man. FSU don't have that leather helmet money per se, and for him to kind of get it from the mud, so to speak, and just build that brand out of nowhere, out of a, how can I put this? You know, you got your blue bloods, but you have a non-traditional. Correct. Saying move over. I'm a new blue blood. It's unprecedented, something that we probably won't never see, so to speak, in the way he did it. That just shows, like I said, he's one of the GOATs, man. Not too many people, not too many coaches, so to speak, can just pull that off, and he was one of those coaches, man. So yeah, I just want to put that point out in regards to the leather helmet money, man. Like FSU is relatively new into the college football world in regards to, you know, the grand scheme, and he, you know, took on that challenge head first and built it to what it is now.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I'm excited about that. When the funeral? This weekend? Saturday?
Yeah, this Saturday. They're having a viewing at Doak. I'm not sure the exact time. I have to get back. I think like from 7 to 11 or something like that. And then the actual funeral is going to be on Saturday at the Civic Center, 11 o'clock.
Nice. All right, man. Rest in peace to the GOAT. We got to get into this Big Three talk, man. The people's favorite segment of the show. I'm going to kick it off, man, with some Gator news. But before we get into that, let me just set the stage for recruiting, since we're winding down the offseason and running into fall camp. Miami's ranked 47th in recruiting with 8 commits. Tail end of this thing. Hopefully, y'all got some action coming.
No, you know what's funny? I was just about to Google that. I was like, that's the one thing I forgot to check the actual number where we at. y'all at 47. I mean, we're not doing too much better. We're at 28 with 11 commits. FSU is at 8 with 18 commits. So that's where we at in the recruiting rankings. Let me get into my Gator news. We got a couple of commits on the way. I'm hearing some smoke about EJ Lightsley, 3-star linebacker out of Fitzgerald, Georgia. What's your take on him, CJ?
Man, I'm shaking my head right now, man, because he's some, like I said, he's a 3-star, but the film isn't 3-star at all, man. That kid's a player. Nasty. Right, he's fast. A player.
Yeah, he can get around.
Right, physical player, and gets to the point. I'm pissed off because, you know, we were in it at one point and then we kind of tailed off, and it's looking like you guys want to be getting a good one. Go ahead, Silk.
Yeah, a guy that could, like you said, man, he reads and reacts quick. Like when he diagnoses and he's getting there. Plays well in coverage. A guy that could QB spy, chase down those athletic quarterbacks. He's the new age linebacker that you want, athletic guy. We'll see if we land him. I'm not concerned about the ranking on him. I think that'd be a great get for Christian Robinson, who recruits well. He rarely does he reach. He's been getting some studs, so I like that get for us. I can't say the same for the next guy thing we're getting. 3-star offensive tackle, Davis Conner out of Deerfield Beach. Heavy C is cheeks, my dude. Like, I don't know what to do.
Hey, this is the kid y'all battling Willie for, right?
Man, Willie might beat us. I ain't even like they dropping crystal balls and shit, but I ain't goddamn excited because I don't know. We just lost to UCF.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Y'all saying the UCF kid had a brother that wanted to come with him as a walk-on, but regardless, like what kid turns down the logo?
Yeah.
Like you just gotta let your brother figure out life a little bit.
Yeah, real talk. Like that's what I think. Yeah, helped slide him over there because we was in there for guy too. You talking about Leighton Nelson, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. The same thing, and I mean, you got to respect our staffs for being like, nah, no.
Yeah, we ain't got time for that, man.
Figure it out.
Yeah. You try to play big boy football wet, man. What's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
I think Helms is gonna win against FAU. That's just no slight to Davis Conner. And, you know, it ain't his fault he got an offer, right? The staff offered him because that's a guy they evaluated and they like. I just don't think he's the caliber of kid that we need to be recruiting, especially when we're competing against Georgia, Alabama, LSU, guys that are eating in the trenches. We can't be filling up the offensive trenches with these type of kids that take 4 or 5 years to develop.
Agree 100%, man. When you, like I said, when you're at that level, and especially with you guys, you know, being the SEC, and you got Georgia that's right there in your division. And on the other side of the division, you got Bama, who you guys play this year. LSU and those type of likes. They take the trenches serious.
Right.
How many times you got to fire this guy, dog?
Man, he playing his man's. It's his man's,
I mean, you though.
I fired him. I fired him on Stadium Miguel. I fired him on the timeline. Like, anything else I could do. I just got my offensive board ready for the offseason, man. Because if these guys can't run block or pass block this fall, like, something's gonna get weird. Like, you're gonna have to fire somebody. So I'm just vibing. It all work itself out.
You've been your thorn in your side for a little minute now, man.
No, at first, I'm gonna tell you what happened, Larion. See, first the Screech was blaming Knox because we were missing on running backs. I don't think we was missing on running backs. I think we was indecisive, and that was costing Knox to miss on some guys. But he cleaned up his room. Billy was getting some heat. Billy started eating. Everybody got heat. I mean, the other guys just got replaced. They ain't never pick up their shit, but they just got fired, right? So we got two new guys. Helves is vibing. He's the worst recruiter on staff, and he just vibing. Like, he ain't even trying. So shout out to him. I need friends like that because my friends will fire me, bro. I just know it.
I ain't lying. You never had a friend like me. I definitely fire you.
I mean, you gotta go.
You got to go. Yeah, you got to do. Man, you got to go.
We got a new roll up. Man, you know how I get down.
Yeah, I'm trying
camp
to
news,
fired.
Bro. Camp news, dog. I'm liking what I'm hearing from camp. Camp is closed. I do not like closed camps. I don't think closed camps should be a thing. I don't care like what you're trying to hide. I just think you need to open it up. I think it's good for the media. I think it's good for the team. I don't think there's no good reason to keep it closed. Like whatever. That's just my take on that. Camp battles. The number one battle is probably the corner opposite side of Kyer Elam. It's the biggest camp battle. We had Perkins transfer in from Missouri. He's a candidate for that spot. We also had another transfer of my man Elijah Blades from Texas A&M. The starter of that position last year was Jaden Hill, who everybody thinks is the starter. He hasn't been at the last couple of practices, so there's a lot of smoke out there about possibly he's like injured or something like that. I'm not sure. Wait till we get something factual before I throw that out there. But that's the battle right now. I got to throw the young boy Jason Marshall in there.
Yeah, that's Dan's man, Hill, right?
I'm hearing Jason Marshall is the leader. He's been a leader before any injury. I'm hearing the young buck is holding his own a little bit, and he's able to play out there. We'll see what happens because we do got some veteran guys.
Shit, man. One thing about Florida, man, y'all not scared to play a freshman corner, man.
I think every time we had to.
Yeah,
we get put in those positions sometimes, but we usually recruit well there too, or we could like kind of spring a guy into that action.
Mm-hmm.
I trust Jason Marshall. I like Elijah Blades to come in as well as give us some good depth. He may start because he's just an upperclassman. Who knows? Dan like upperclassmen, but I like Jason Marshall a lot on the opposite side of Kyer. That's our number one probably camp battle right now. Everything else is kind of open, kind of solid. I'm not worried about safety trading. I think got that locked down with Rashad Torrance. That could flip-flop because Trevez Johnson is very good, but he's a tweener. But I think they're kind of solid with those two back there. No other camp battles. I am finding it interesting the amount of reps that AR-15, Anthony Richardson, is getting at quarterback. Dan Mullen has called it a quarterback battle. I didn't take it serious, but he is getting a lot of reps. Every time they go live, I'm seeing him get a lot of important reps, and the guys he's throwing to aren't like second and third team guys sometimes. So that's an interesting one to follow.
You think Scheming Daniel gonna get that killer instinct?
Shit, he been doing it basically since he took over at UF. He even when your boy, what's the quarterback y'all had last year, man? My bad.
The starter last year?
Yeah.
Trask.
Yeah, Trask. Trask, he had an all-world year, but hell, even with Trask, he didn't hesitate to stop momentum and throw Emory in to get some reps. So yeah, Dan definitely is a riverboat gambler in regards to that position. He's good with the play calling in regards to that also, man, and getting those quarterbacks comfortable. So I can definitely see Richardson getting a lot of reps. And one of my old teammates, man, he was Richardson coach at Gainesville Eastside. And he was real high on Richardson, coming down and saying he could be the next Cam Newton, so to speak. Of course, that's some lofty expectations, but just the body build and the type of physical freak he is, he was really high on AR-15 coming out for sure.
How you how you gonna feel if it's anything? Is it a battle at all? It ain't a battle, right?
No, I don't think it's a battle at all. I think Dan is just throwing smoke screens out there, just to keep people on their toes. It'll probably just be the regular, Dan's regular MO. Give the guy about 5 to 10 reps, so to speak, and then let Emory do the heavy loading, the heavy lifting, so to speak.
I lagged out there for a minute there. So you think AR-15 gets like serious reps in your mind?
It'll be the same reps that Emory got, probably the same reps that Emory got.
Yeah, that's what I got it at that. I don't think he gets any more deeper than that. I think he gets like the same amount of reps. And here's the thing: like last year, I thought Emory would get more reps because of the contrasting styles of him and Trash, right?
Mm-hmm. Trash is so damn hot though, man.
Yeah, it's hard to take him off the field. And every time they took him off the field was like weird. Even the play calling they did for Emory sometimes was weird. So I don't see with them guys both being scrambling quarterbacks, I don't see him getting any more reps than what Emory got last year. I think it'd be right around that.
What's AR-15? Sophomore? Redshirt sophomore?
Redshirt freshman.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you feed him a little bit, give him some reps, let him get some looks. You gotta keep that.
Redshirt
so
freshman,
hard to
right?
keep happy.
Yeah, redshirt freshman.
That's such a hard position to keep happy. So you know what I mean. That's probably all it is, man. Feeding him a little bit so that you don't feel like just a clipboard holder.
Yeah, you gotta keep him involved.
Right.
You gotta keep him involved. I think that's what, especially with this day and age of people transferring and kids that hit that portal quick. So just keeping kids involved and feeling a part of the program goes a long ways. I'm hearing the hype with everything. Jacob Copeland is real. The #1 jersey, they gave it to him. Everybody that Mullen has given that jersey has shined a little bit. I'm hearing that the hype is real. I'm hearing that he's creating a lot of separation in practice. Him and Emory has a lot of chemistry. Of course, they both ran second team together for a long time, so they've been throwing it and pitching it around with each other. So there's a lot of chemistry there, but I'm hearing a lot of good things about him. I threw freshman impact player on the docket for all of us. I'm going to go with Nick Elkness. That's like a little tongue twister. Nick Elkness, 3-star tight end out of Jacksonville.
Right.
Man, yeah. He went up top on Kyer. He went up top on Jason Marshall. It's on video, pictures, and all stuff on the internet. I'm just hearing some good things about him. Brew's hyping him up. Brew hype up everything, so I ain't gonna get too caught up in what he say. But
yeah, Brew, man, shit. Brew definitely hype up everything.
Yeah, man. Brew had me on this show line. Yeah, he how you lying quick, boy.
That's his job. That's why he keep getting hired.
Well, shout out to Varg with the 904 hype, man. I don't really buy into the 904 hype, but the young boy's making some noise out there. Also, Burke is making some noise, but I'm gonna go with Elkness just because we're a little deprived at the position. We're not poor at it, but we lacking playmakers out of Kyle Pitts leaving.
Yeah, well, that's a hell of a playmaker to have to replace. I wanted to lie last year so bad about Brevin Jordan, and Pitts just went insane. Man,
shit, and that was just the innocent bystander, hearing y'all go back and forth about, about those two tight ends.
I ain't go back and forth. That shit got real quick. I was like, yo, he ain't good as this kid.
From day one. Got different. Yeah, it got different.
That first game against Ole Miss, that motherfucker, y'all know who was the best in the state by far, and it wasn't even close.
Yeah, that boy was just different, man. Anybody that was still screaming, they started changing the position after that shit. They're like, nah, that ain't no tight end, bro.
Really, yeah. He really wide out. So it don't count.
There's Calvin Johnson out there, bro. What they doing?
Literally, the shit he was doing, man. Definitely.
He can't block.
Yeah, he can. All type of shit start coming on. When are you gonna block somebody?
Right.
Braden Cox is not in full pads. He's out there, but he's not in full pads. He had an operation this offseason. I don't know percentage-wise where he's at, but he's out there. He's just not full go, and that's a guy that they don't need to go full go in camp. They can let him vibe. He got some first-round potential. 5-star guy that could just get off. I don't think, and he do need to contain a little bit better and set the edge a little bit better this year. But outside of that, I don't think we need to worry about what type of camp he put in. My other defensive end, strong side defensive end, Zach Carter's having a really good camp as well. The leader of that defense. Y'all seen that video that leaked of him and Trey scrapping?
Oh yeah, I mean, he knocked that boy shit loose, man. But again, I give props to Dean though, man, for a DB. You know what I'm saying? To step in that fire against and go toe to toe. He got his ass with, man, but he got that team respect. 100%, I believe he got the damn locker room respect from even trying to go toe to toe with a big guy.
It's always a DB coming over that fire.
Yeah, it is, huh?
Yeah, but we got the biggest mouths in the locker room. So
right.
But he made a bad decision. I don't know about Trading's decision making process, because you just get me running up on guys that big, man. Man, damn near D tackle.
Yeah, you got to think business.
You got to set that record straight, bro. John Lynch told that story about Warren Sapp. He's like, Warren kept messing with him. He was trying to sleep, and he kept throwing stuff at him. He told him, like, dog, you throw one more thing, and it's on. And Warren laughed, and he threw something at him, and they say Lynch flew across the couch and threw guy in his chest. And he said, after that, Warren said, we good. Like, it's no more problems now.
You know what you probably got to tell? You got to get real disrespectful to get Zach Carter to want to fight you.
He that type of guy, huh?
He just chill. He ain't bothering nobody, man.
And see, we know Sapp an asshole by nature.
Right.
Thanks.
Yeah, and Trading like to throw hands, though. He got that reputation. He like to scrap a little bit, man. So I ain't mad at it. Shout out to Trading. Trying to think else. Camp-wise, what am I hearing? That's about it, man. Kyrie Elam doing this thing out there. I got some folks on that side. Shout out to Abe, man. Holler at Abe. He just gave me some gems as far as the DB room. Guys are feeling the chemistry a little different, man. Trading led them safeties all off season. Those guys got together, worked out a lot. Kyrie led the cornerback room. So they got together and meshed a lot this offseason. They didn't have that last offseason. The leadership there was missing a little bit. We didn't have the senior leadership on the DB end. Guys worked out alone. And you can kind of see that miscommunication when they got on the field during the season. So just the communication is better. Yeah, it was a shit show, man. So that's why 2 guys got fired. But I'm hearing the chemistry is better. They're excited, and we'll see what's up. What do you got, Larion? You ready?
Yeah. I'll go ahead next.
Y'all did an easy job interrogating, bro. Y'all ain't really hassle me at all.
Nah, man. But this one thing that I got to see it from your boy, man. Number one,
Copeland.
Yeah, I got to see it from Cope, man. I got to see it put on paper. And I know Post had y'all boys, had most of those guys, on the timeline riled up saying like Dan is giving away number one to anybody. But like you said, those guys are producing. But for him to get that number one, man, he had to be, stepping up. I just got to see it, man. I got to see it out of Copeland. I got to see it.
I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I got to see it as well. I think he'll have a lot more opportunity this year to get the rock. It was just so many guys last year.
That's very
true. That was frustrating on his behalf. We saw a lot of sassy tweets and whatnot from him. So he wanted the rock, but he's gonna have plenty of opportunity this year.
Right.
He's gonna be the guy. Excuses. He's the guy. He's big dog.
We're gonna see. Is who's gonna start at linebacker for
y'all? We got oh, you got me tripping. What my boy Ventrell Miller. We sent him to what's called probably, man. I'm trying to be like positive with the linebacker room. I'm hoping I see Hopper and Ventrell. That's my want. I want to see how that plays out. I mean, we may have a linebacker battle, but they're flexing some guys around. We got Bernie there. The one Black is also playing a little safety, a little nickel, and some linebacker. So I couldn't tell you right now who's gonna start.
Man, I know that's kind of man, but yeah, shout out to that kid, man, for just. I know I'm kind of getting off topic a little bit, but just a damn adversity he went through to get to you up, man. He, you go JUCO, man, that shit is real tough, and it's highly unlikely that you sign that same kid again on the second time around, man. He definitely want to be a damn Gator, man. He handled his business in the classroom. Did what he had to do to get into UF, man. So shout out to that kid for doing what he had to do to go to the university that he wanted to go to all along, the dream school, so to speak.
Yeah, man. As a kid that played JUCO football, that's just the projects, bro.
Yeah, that shit is long, man. It's really get it how you live.
For sure.
Yeah.
You played JUCO too? Who, me? No, he played it before him.
Okay.
No, just homies who went and Five Cats too, who signed, like for instance, a high school quarterback signed with Louisville out of high school. Then had the grades he went prep school in Hargrave first, then cut it in Hargrave, then he had to go JUCO. Never made out of JUCO. Man, that shit tough, man. And he was saying that shit really dog eat dog. Get it how you live. Yeah,
it's the projects, bro. It's
so any motherfucker who get out of JUCO, man, I salute them 100%.
For sure. Larion, let's get into this Miami talk, man. What you got?
For sure.
Speaking of the projects.
Same record, so same block. So projects. You my neighbor.
No.
Probably. What's y'all record? What was y'all record last year?
Man, I don't think record is a little different. I think we played in a different league.
Oh, here we go with that. Yeah.
Come on, man. Like really?
Nah, okay. All right. When Pitt came to the ACC basketball, they said it was gonna crush it. Where they at now?
But
what
see,
the
man,
hell they gotta do with that?
But my thing with Miami, man, like we already know, like the coast was weak as hell as it is, and then y'all doing a good job with scheduling, Michigan State and scheduling Bama, but y'all play FAM every year, y'all play Cookman every year. Like who else? Central Michigan.
Y'all almost lost it.
No, I get that, man, but y'all bring in.
We all schedule that trash. I mean, don't come to my team like.
But y'all do that shit on a regular, man. Y'all schedule FAMU, and then y'all had Central Michigan, the fighting Coach Max come.
You know what they do with that schedule? When they see that schedule every year, they pencil in like 10 wins, and then they never get to 10 wins
every year.
What y'all penciled in last year? If you had to guess.
Shit, I'll be real.
Not you. No. Okay. Not you. No. I'm sorry. You can answer, but I'm talking to brother Silk down here. What y'all pencil in last year, my boy?
For who, me?
Yeah.
I penciled in 10 for me.
Okay. And so you did
10 my bag.
10 was I was at. Okay, 10 I had 10 too. And we had we won 8 and lost 4. Lost our bowl game. And you penciled in 10. And y'all won 8 and lost 4 and lost your bowl game. We twins, man. We go together, man.
No, we ain't twins, bro. I think my losses slap a little different. I think I went to New Year's 6 bowl. Like it was a little different. I went to Atlanta.
Good losers.
We did some different shit. Good
losers. Okay, I got you. All right. I mean,
we lost a little better.
Sure. If that's gonna be the standard, that's the Gator standard. Let's roll, baby.
No, the standard is being better than you.
That's I thought we weren't shit though. So now your low standard is just being better than us.
No, I'm just saying my standard is higher. Go ahead, man. Get in your Miami shit, bro. You got derailed already.
I tried. You went right at me 2 seconds in. And so it began. I ain't even gonna talk about what I was gonna talk about. I'm gonna fill people in a little bit just on some recruiting stuff because like the last actual, all 3 reps was on the 15th. So just a couple of quick run throughs on some commitments. We had first one to commit was 3-star Falentha Flip Carswell. He's out of Sandersville, Georgia. It really was down basically from my understanding us in Oregon. He ended up not getting out there to Oregon. Basketball player, not a lot of football film. He's definitely a project guy, but he's 6'7", 275.
A lot of project
frame. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Same as that O-line you took. Only I feel better about it. That's the difference. I feel good because I like my line right now. So we could take a Falentha card.
You like your line right now?
Our line ain't near as bad as you would like this. That's like ESPN clip talk. The line's not bad. Everybody goes, why is Zion?
Coach speak.
Well, no, everybody goes, why is Zion? Even Miami fans, I'll say this, y'all, shame on y'all. Even Miami fans going, yo, why is it talk about Zion being the first round top 10 pick? Boy ain't give up a sack last year. He didn't give up one. Go look it up, period. So, yeah, I like my line. I think my line's pretty solid. Yeah, so we got time to take, and everybody know O-line's a developmental spot. So, yeah, hell yeah, give me a 6'7", 275. And I like this kid, too, because he's low-key.
He ain't giving no sack yet, but his ass about to give up one week 1. He in that motherfucking street. You can go get that shit off the record.
I bet you don't.
Bet me on that. What you want to bet? You already got $20. We already got $20.
We'll do another dub. We'll do another dub.
Just do another dub, man.
All right, I'm good with that. So yeah, that's first commitment. Then after him, we got 3-star Justin Medlock out of Manville. Same school as De'Aaron King. 6'1", about 205. I think he said he's actually a little north of that right now. I think he says he's about 215. It's kind of down to us in OU. He's a kid. He didn't get to play a lot his junior year. He had like a minor injury. Only ended up playing like 3 games. I think he was playing it safe a little bit. Sophomore year though, he had like 117. I see what Manny's kind of trying to do. We're trying to get these guys that, play fast across, sideline to sideline. You'd like to kind of get these guys that got the longer limbs, your 6'3" guys, But I think they're just getting guys that fit their room. And he did have some pretty good offers before the injury, so he wasn't just like some bottom of the barrel kind of 3-star guy. So another good take, I think, in my opinion. I watched some of his tape actually earlier today before I got on. I like this kid. He moves around fast. Then we got 4-star Isaiah Horton, 6'4".
I like Horton. I went over it. I like Horton a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest enough. I think, if y'all might have had him a little higher on your board, he might have went over there. It came down. They say it basically came down to us in Tennessee, little Alabama and UF noise there too. I think what helped us a lot though in his recruitment actually was he was training. I think they said for about the last 2 years with Quentin Patton, who used to play for 49ers, and he was coached under Rob Likens. So Rob helped him get him from JUCO up to the NFL. So like that spoke really highly to them. So actually, that was a great relationship that kind of paid off in the end with that kid. And we need a guy like that. We don't, we don't really have that big guy on the outside that comes down with the football, unless he playing Florida State. Other than that, kind of disappears on us in stretches, unfortunately.
For sure.
That's about all for recruiting.
Before you move on to Kemp, I want to point this out, man. I just find it funny how Miami fans will try to say that Omar Graham wasn't a take or whatnot, but then you turn around and take that linebacker when on the flip end you had Graham come in for official visit in June. Soon as the damn doors opened up, that motherfucker was in the building. So
that's just good business. That's just good hospitality. What you want to tell the kid? We already said you come here.
But you can't show hospitality to a guy more hospitality to a guy that you don't want than the guy you want.
We didn't even have to fly him in. What's the most expensive part? We went and picked him up.
The hotel, the food.
Nah, we took him home every night. He ain't in no hotel. We're gonna get you in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no hotel. What you gonna stay in a hotel for? They ain't got no good food like your mama.
Because it's a part of the visit. You mean?
Right. Well, nah, not for him. We took him back.
You never stay in a hotel in your own city?
Yeah.
But see, the dude,
that's something different though.
The kid from Lauderdale though, man, that's an hour-some trip, right?
I mean, again, it's good business. What you gonna do? You gonna tell them never mind?
But I just don't see how you can bring a kid. Any kid you bring in June, especially with the shit we've been through with this pandemic. Well, a year and a half, so to speak, with no contact, and one of the first cats you let in is a linebacker who isn't a take.
I don't know, man. I think he knew the vibes. He was like, I'm finna get this free food. I think Omar knew it. He's like, bro, if I wait to August, they're going to be like, yeah, we ain't going to be able to do that.
So y'all just giving everybody in the city to just play football, a little hospitality visit is what you're saying.
Right. So anybody down south who got a little bit of offers, they good money down there.
Yeah.
Nah, that's sometimes the feelings change. You ever sometimes you like be hollering at a chick and
do they change when you get the feeling that do those feelings change, when you say she bad and you see that she fuck with other dudes too?
Yeah,
that happens. It does.
That's the thing.
It does.
Right, that's
the thing. She don't look as cute as she was.
Or you'd be like, man, I don't know, man. She might be out of my damn league. So I ain't
yeah.
I don't think it's a league.
Happened to me before. They ain't never happened to you before, Larion? That's happened to me before.
Every woman I ever got was out of my league, so I don't subscribe to that.
But sometimes she realized that she out of your league, and that's when it's different for you.
Well, by the end it's too late. Well, congratulations to that brother. He got free food.
Shout out to Omar Grant.
Around the corner and down the block. So good for him. Unfortunately, he won't be joining us on signing day. So, good for that kid, man. God bless him. You know what I mean? I like free food too, bro. The only recruiting smoke
you gluten free, right? You can't eat gluten though.
Yeah, you're right. But they got plenty of shit I can eat. Don't worry about it.
You might be worse than me, nigga. I'm just saying.
Don't tell everybody.
The biggest gluten free nigga I know.
It just happened a couple years ago. Quit putting my business in the streets. Everybody ain't
my bad, fam. Go ahead and finish your Miami stuff.
If y'all invite me, I gotta have a gluten-free plate. But only other smoke kind of going on right now around recruiting is safety Marquise Williams. He's committing. We're recording on a Tuesday night. He's committing tomorrow at 7. The vibe kind of around that one is that he decommitted for a reason. He's going to end up coming in with us. Again, I think that'll be a good take. I don't think we're going to have a particularly large class. I think they're going to keep the class somewhat small and leave some room for transfers, which kind of might be the new game in general.
You got to manage the roster.
Yeah,
you got to leave some space on there a little bit.
Yeah, it's like NFL free agency at this point. Like, you really do have to make sure you got a little bit of room for those guys that may come in and serve immediate purpose for you, though. So that's all on the recruiting front right now. As far as camp goes, it's almost kind of the same vibes. Like you said, it's not a lot of excitement around like players moving around too much, and kind of the guys you expect for the most part.
What you hearing about that receiver room, man? It's still mid?
The receiver room, I think you got 1 and 2 locked up pretty well. Actually, most of what I'm hearing is 1, 2, 3 is locked up pretty well, which is promising because I think all 3 of those guys, which you're talking about basically Rambo, Harley, and Keyshawn Washington. All 3 of them bring a little bit of a different dynamic. Keyshawn being a bigger guy that can stretch the field. Rambo's I think Rambo's about 6'1", also can stretch the field. And then Harley, had a great year last year at the slot, especially when he picked up towards the end. So I think you bring in a couple of good things. That a surprise there, honestly, is what I heard recently was, and it scares me, but I'm gonna tell y'all the truth because that's what we here to do. Is Pope is 4 right now. Pope is kind of the 4th guy right now, and that it's a little spooky. I mean, he honestly did have a good spring game, but then he also had a Pope-like drop. So that's kind of where that's shaking up. And then I think right behind him probably be Restrepo. I think we'll get into a little bit of that senior stuff too, though. I think you'll be looking at, Manny's going. If Pope's still there, they're gonna kind of give him, even at the 4th spot, he's gonna get that opportunity above Restrepo. Even though I don't know, I think Restrepo may bring a little bit more.
Man, that shit about to get mauled versus Bama, man. That's what y'all rolling out there with?
It'll work.
That shit about to get mauled, man. Y'all might get off the line with that shit.
Okay, I mean, I would say that if I was you too. It make a lot of sense. We gonna move.
You think they're gonna be able to get off? I don't see them boys creating a lot of separation, man. I'm not hyped about you. I think Rambo's okay. I like Harley in the slot. Yeah. The rest of it, I think it's just okay.
Well, it's a little unproven, man. But that's the thing. Like I'm willing to sit and admit that. But that's the whole thing about, like you said, last year's COVID season. That's why you want some consistency within your program. We bringing our quarterback back. That's the other news out is King looks fine.
Man, that's what I'm saying, man. Is that the bullshit that, what I'm saying? Oh yeah, he's 100%, or he really is 100%.
Everything I've heard, straight up and down, from my guy on the sideline to other just reports I've read, like beyond, like I said, my actual guy on the sideline, is he looks fine. He's not wearing a brace. Saying don't seem like he's no intention of wearing a brace. He's got a sleeve on it. He's got a sleeve on it. New medicine, man. New medicine and hard work. You can get that.
ACLs definitely aren't what they used to be.
What they used to be, right? Yeah. So, and even behind him, I think you got some talent there. I mean, yeah, you don't want to roll that out against Bama, obviously. But the backup QB battle is a little interesting. I don't think it's a true battle. I think it's coaches trying to make it seem like a battle.
That shit gonna be Garcia, man.
I don't think it's gonna be Garcia. I don't.
You don't think so?
Nah, not this year, because you don't want to push Van Dyke out the door yet. He's a guy that's been sitting around. He is efficient. He doesn't look bad from what we've seen. Very limited sample size because we was in too many games last year, so we didn't get to really see what he could do in live action. But in spring, he looked super efficient. He's a guy that the coaches trust. I think Garcia, is the future, and I think Garcia wins the job next year. But this year, I think they go ahead and name Van Dyke because you don't want to run him out the room yet. It's kind of like keeping him involved. You know what I'm saying? That backwards hat don't hit the same. When you on the sideline with the neon yellow hat on, throwing gang signs up, it don't quite slap the same when it ain't no chance you're getting in.
Yeah, because nowadays a quarterback will hit the portal quick,
real quick.
Yeah. As they should. Like, it's only it's the only position. It's only one spot, bro. Yeah. It's not like there's 2 corners, there's 2, 3, 4 receivers. Man, that's one spot, man. So if you sitting there and then the time running out, you got to make a decision.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah. Other than that, let's see what else. I've heard some positive things about Elijah Arroyo. He had a little knee cleanup. He definitely looks like a guy we're gonna be able to put in there, and some 12 looks next to Mallory. He's expected to be kind of that next guy tight end. So that's coming out of camp. What else we had? Oh, freshman. I think the easy answers and the obvious answers will be, I think you're going to see Leonard Taylor get some reps. Obviously, he's not going to start. But I think he's going to probably see some significant reps, man. He's up. His weight's up, but in a good way. Because people were talking about him playing in, but I'm hearing he's looking great at 305. So he's going to put on some more weight, but it doesn't look bad at all. So I definitely think he's going to be an impact guy.
Roll that boy out there versus Bama, man. Don't do that to him.
Nah, I don't think he gets.
It's like fighting dogs. You put him out there too early, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Kill his spirit. Nah,
yeah, kill his spirit.
I don't think you'll see Bama reps. Yeah, he's got it. I think all in all this year will be an impact guy. I think he's going to get plenty of snaps. Probably James Washington on special teams, and maybe Rashard. I think he could be in line. He's just kind of a utility knife kind of player. I think he could be in line to be on kick returns, maybe punt returns. We still kind of figuring that out a little bit too. Right now I'm hearing it's Tyreek, and I want to say I might be Restrepo. I think they're giving Restrepo another shot back there.
And I'm glad you brought him up. How's Stevenson doing at camp? What noise has he been making?
All signs points that he's ready. I mean, he got that spot locked. It's really more the second spot, and even that I really don't think is much of a. I'm hearing this DJ Ivy. Ivy's making more strides on the T-Rob, allegedly. So we'll see what that is. And Ivy ain't half as bad as some of the all it takes. Y'all play DB, you make a bad play, and now you're a bad player, and it's not necessarily true.
The thing about what's going to help either one of those guys, I think last year you guys had an awesome pass rush. I can't say that this year. I don't know what your pass rush is going to be like. So it could be hell for them DBs if y'all can't get to the passer.
Yeah, but that's Manny's MO. And I'm worried too on paper. But then I'm
it looks like, wicked on paper.
Well, I mean, on paper, they kind of don't look that bad because they got stars next to their name. But I need to see it. We haven't had a chance to see it. You got to remember last year, Roche and Jalen Phillips played like 92% of the snaps. Them boys never came off the feet. So
yeah, that ain't necessarily how you want to play on 2021.
I absolutely agree. I think part of that was trusting the veteran guys, but I do think part of that was they didn't necessarily think they had the next guy, because you always want to spell and rotate your ends if you can. I mean, if you can get some guys in there and get them a breathing and get some reps in. So, but I'm trusting
the rotation on D line.
Right,
rotation on D line, you good money.
Absolutely, that's the trenches. A lot of battling down there every single play. But I trust in Jess Simpson. I'm looking for Jafari Harvey to make that jump this year. I think he might be our sack leader. If I had to go out and pick a guy, I think he's going to kind of shock the world a little bit this year. Let's see. Other than that,
I like Bogle for my sack leader. A lot of people got. I'm just going to throw that out there since you said that. I like Bogle for my sack leader. A lot of people got Britton Cox. I'm high on Bogle. That's my guy.
Yeah, y'all got one there. I did want Bogle inside. I
wanted Bogle also.
Yeah, his frame. He's kind of that longer guy. I think he been well. I think
he's been business too. He chilling. He just all business, man. Not a whole lot of shenanigans, man. So I like his focus. I'm hearing a lot of good things. I like Bogle to get off this year. That's why Britton Cox also can relax a little bit.
Yeah. Only other thing I think we really got out of camp is a couple of transfers. Jalal Holly, DT out of Georgia. He's in the transfer portal.
What's up with y'all told a lot of Jacksonville lies. What's up with Peyton, man? He just left overnight. He didn't leave y'all no like
Well,
Get John Letter or nothing, bro. You just fucking bounce.
You said it yourself, man. That 904 be looking, kind of spooky at times. I try not to. I try not to just crap on that area code. But it ain't paying off like it do. It look good on paper. Them stars look real dazzling until the lights is on. But he's supposedly right now dealing with personal issues. He's not kicked off. He's stepping aside. So best of luck to the young man. Hopefully get his thing together. And same thing for Isaiah Washington. Kind of dealing with some personal stuff as well, from my understanding. So guys taking their time to get some things together. And hey, you gotta wish them kids the best. Hope they get it together and get back on the field. And yeah, that's pretty much most of the camp noise right now. Other than that, only other Miami news we really got going on is De'Aaron King being the first collegiate player to sign a NIL with the pro team. He signed with the Florida Panthers, which is tremendous. That's a great look, smart marketing, cross promotion for, especially in Miami. Obviously it's not a hockey town, so you're trying to bring some of that over. So only thing we got really as far as details on that one, he's going to be he's responsible for having some game appearances, home game appearances, fan engagement type stuff, digital content, developing a merchandise collection with them. So they're going to come up with something to kind of cross market him with the Panthers, and then an exclusive what did they say, concession stand menu item. So I'm thinking he's going to have like a hot dog. He probably like a hot dog. If I was him,
a hot dog,
I would if I was him, and be like, y'all want to eat my hot dog, King Kong or something like that. Yeah, that's what I would do.
That's a wild take. What's your take on NIL, CJ? I see some guys like Derek King is making a lot of deals right now, but I do see some quarterbacks and some other guys just kind of taking their time. If you think you can hop in the Heisman race to do something big, are you striking like maybe some small deals now and big ones later, or do you just vibe and chill all together?
Man, like Kirby, I forget who he said, Quavo hitting him up, bumping everything you get, because all fast money ain't good money. But I definitely like the idea of NIL, man. It's perfect. These guys, man, the universities eat big off these cats, man. Big jersey sales, right. Just everything in regards to the players. Hell, even going back to the NCAA game, that shit had your height and weight, your number, your hometown. The only thing you didn't have was the actual name on the back of your jersey. You feel me? So for those guys to get that money now, man, it's big time. And I feel like your boy King, man, he's been literally the front runner of this shit, man. He's been killing it from the jump. All the deals he's made has been great deals. But to go back to your question, it just depends on the situation, man. Feel things out, but you definitely got to jump in and put your get your feet wet, so to speak, and get some of this money while it's hot, man, because it's brand new, so everyone's thirsty for it. All these businesses are thirsty to have these type of guys on it. So if you're one of those marquee quarterbacks, the first thing you should do, I think, is just kill the city. You should kill the city first, knock out all the local stuff, and then build on your big deals. You can make hella money leaving college, man. You can be set, going into your pro career. Even after your pro career, if you don't make it pro, you can be set for your actual career, man. But if you kill these local businesses, that'll be some shit you can eat off of even after playing ball.
Right. Yeah, I like it, man. I do talk to some of these guys behind the scenes. I know some of them are just accumulating offers and deals and not striking yet. Mm-hmm. It's going to get more interesting as the season get going. But I do think some guys think they can sell themselves too cheap right now. Yeah, so they want to see what their real worth is. If they could have a couple hot games and then maybe something spark off. And then a lot of the big, like, NIL is crazy. And it's just like crazy exciting. It's not even crazy in a bad way. It's crazy how much money these kids can go make. Like, they can go really to make more money off anything. We're talking about them attaching themselves to like companies and making money, but they also can just really entrepreneur up and brand themselves. That way they can sell themselves regardless if they make it pro or not. Like if I got my own company going and I'm doing certain things, whether it's content, whether it's selling my likeness, whatever it is, merch. If I don't go pro, I still got this people that's been invested in me and following me, my following and whatnot, and they still gonna spend money with me. So NIL, bro, is just like a gold mine, bro. And I think we're about to see a lot of rich athletes in. That affect our community big time.
Agreed, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? I think these boys need it. We talk about feeding the fam, all the bags being dropped. Now these guys go out and boss up on their own. They ain't got to do no backdoor shenanigans, nothing like that. And right. That's powerful to our culture.
Right, none of that bullshit that get them hemmed up. Because that should have lose for us any damn way, man. Because you know the type of situation we come from. You feel me? Our peoples ain't really got too much to begin with, man. So even when you got agents and these different boosters throwing you money, hell, you go take it because you know the situation you in.
Right.
You gotta look out for family, even though it could be hurting you or whatever. It's not really about you, so to speak. In that sense, you're not even worried about if I get fucked up and get caught, man. This could happen or what? Now you worried about shit. I got to pay this damn light bill for my damn mama. My mama about to get a car repo. She been parking at somebody else's house. You know, that type of deal. So to have this stuff legit.
Talk.
Man, for real shit, man. You know these cats.
I done that. Man. That's why I laugh. Yeah, right. I hit my car. I done traded cars.
Right.
Hey, drive mine for a week, bro.
Yeah. Right. Hold us down for a minute. I'm trying to get right.
Looking for a Camry and they pull around and see an Impala in the yard. They don't know what the damn do. But real talk though, man. I feel like this being them cats being able to get this money on a legal aspect and do it openly, so to speak. Man, it's huge for our culture, so to speak. Huge.
Do y'all think?
We gotta get into his FSU talk, but last question. Let's go. We derailed the hell out of this. But go ahead. No, we good. Go ahead and ask your question.
Real quick in that, and then we'll let him go to that. Do y'all think Saban was capping it all with what he?
Man, that was bullshit, man.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't buy that. I was like, he lying.
But you know, people in that area can do that, so to speak, man. But it's just the timing, though, man. He threw that shit. That shit was fucking tactical as hell by Saban. Right?
It's smart.
It is.
Right now, smart. Definitely. But
come to Bama, you can get this. That's basically what he's saying.
Mercy Miller deal. You know what I'm saying?
No, Mercy, shout out to Master people. They were lying. I don't believe that shit.
I think Saban was lying too. I don't think that boy got that.
He definitely didn't. He definitely didn't. But what that does do is it sparks that conversation. Your boosters. Yeah, you speaking to your boosters, and also recruits seeing that. If I'm a recruit, even if I know he lying, I'd rather him be talking about millions of dollars than the other coach that's not. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, man, I'm fucking with him just because he talking that bread.
Yep.
They talking about trying to figure it out.
Yeah, that shit was bullshit on Saban, but like you said, he looking bigger than that. Right. He's looking bigger than that.
Yeah, Bama with all the smoke. They don't care about coming across the wrong way with all. They've been doing NIL for about a decade now. They experienced.
Right.
They experienced.
They vets of this shit.
What you got, CJ?
But yeah, man. So speaking on recruiting, like you said, we're 8 in the nation right now. We got 18 commits. Pretty solid. I like how they kind of shored up most of the class, throughout the summer and try to kind of focus on heavy hitters to fill out the class. We're taking a big class this year due to last year we didn't take a big class. We focused more so on the transfer portal in regards to distributing our scholarships. But of course, we all know, man, Travis Hunter's he's the best player in the country by far, man. Like that kid is. I'm talking about best receiver, best corner. The kid just does it all, man. I can't say enough.
5'6", bro. That's all I can say, man.
Right, man.
I can't hate too much.
And I gotta give it to you.
It's hard to hate on him.
I got to give it to you, man. He definitely repping for the 5'6", man. So for him to be the headline of this class is paying dividends for us because he's recruiting his ass off as well, also trying to bring cats in. So in regards to recent commits, we just got a commit from early on the offensive line. And that's one thing, man. Shout out to Coach Atkins. He's been killing it on the trail in regards to. I know he's talking about Coach Hev, man. I'm 100% happy with Atkins and the work he's been putting in because, he realized shit. This what we got ain't really it. The offensive line that we're dealing with, man, you can't win ball games like that, man. And that's been FSU's main Achilles heel within the last three or 4 years is just the offensive line. Everything we've been having issues elsewhere, of course, man, but it all starts there. And I feel like Atkins is definitely, doing everything he can to address that need. So we got to commit from early, and we're looking to close out with some recent commits of not recent commits, but Jaron Willis, the Georgia Tech commit. Feel like he's likely to flip and come over to the good guys. Pritchett, the offensive tackle, that's some guy. That's a guy that we're in a tight battle with Alabama. But when guys like that consider Bama, man, you don't want to put all your eggs in that basket, right?
Yeah, you in a tight battle with him.
Right. I guess it's just
situationship. It's like a situationship. You hoping to get upgraded to,
right. Just based on how hard they
they
push. Because I know they just took 2 offensive linemen. So it just depends on how hard they push and if he feel like he can fit in their class and contribute. But he's an all-world player. I feel like if we get Pritchett offensive line class, it'd be real solid. But the heavy hitters we're trying to close out the class with. You got Coleman out of St. Louis. That's a receiver that Travis Hunter, man, he's done an amazing job with. Of course, the staff has did a good job with the relationship, but Travis Hunter, he's been him and what's the kid name, man? My bad, it's drew a blank. Sam McCall, they've been on him real heavy in regards to trying to get Coleman to come over. So in the battle with Coleman, trying to bring in Junior. Just had Junior in for a visit the other week. The visit went real well. But again, man, shit, we battling Ohio State, battling Oklahoma, battling Florida, battling Bama. So Junior's going to be a damn battle. And also we're looking to bring in
battle.
You don't think it's a battle with Junior? I don't know, man. I think Junior fitting us, but it's going to come down to the field with us with Junior. If we can show progress on the field, then I feel like Junior could be in there.
Oh, well then he's going. Yeah, move on. It happens. I feel like, what did you feel about his dad putting that letter out saying like his son could go where he want to go?
Nah, I respect it. We know Shade Tree want him to go to damn Florida State. Like he wants him to go there bad, but I feel like he's the complete opposite of your boy, Earl Little. I feel like Earl is kind of dictating that recruitment a little bit, and making those moves. I feel like Junior, Senior is just, hey, take your time, man. Make your decision. Don't let my influence, feel like it's swearing you to go to the school. So I didn't take it in the bad way. I just took it as, hey, man, the kid is going through his process. He's enjoying the process. But all the talks I've been hearing.
I thought it might have been a preemptive. He ain't going to Florida State, but don't hate my kid.
No, well, it could be, man, but I just think it's more so just him saying, hey, man, enjoy your process.
No, it is a little bit. That's what Chad did, too. Like, I think they all do that. I mean, you got to. Yeah. If you're being honest to the recruiting process and you love your child, bro, like, what are you going to do? Right. Go to my favorite school, man. Like, nobody loved their school more than their kid. Like, people be nuts.
Exactly. Right. That's real. 100% real. And Kelly, too, man. Kelly D come in. I feel like that's a kid was still recruiting pretty hard, but I feel like Kelly will probably go elsewhere. Just by how his recruitment is going and him wanting to get out and see other things. Look out for LSU with Kelly and Miami also. They could jump in and steal Kelly. He's been to Miami quite a few times. But kids that I feel like we're losing out on, man, I feel like our linebacker recruiting could be a little better, even though we're probably going to end up flipping Jaron Willis. We'll just talk about EJ possibly going to Florida. I love that kid a lot. And then you even got Wesley, the kid from Miami at Central. Looking like he's going to Miami. So those two definitely hurt, especially when they go into, the rival schools, the in-state rival schools. Right. But if he can flip Jaron Willis, and I cut our linebacker coach some slack, man. He's Coach Marv. He been getting hella hate from Twitter or whatever. But if he can flip Willis, I'll cut him a little slack, and we'll see how it go. But recruiting is fluid. But I think recruiting is also going to be dependent on how the season goes. These kids want to see progress. Everybody say that, wait till the games are played. I think that's bullshit, so to speak, in some sense, because these kids seen the 3 wins last year.
Right.
You feel me? They seen the 5 games before that in the 6. They been seeing how, the shit product we've been putting out, man. So if you could, I feel like it's just more so just a relationship that these coaches are building, man. If you could build those relationships and say, hey, man, you could be the guy that come in and change these things, because we all know these kids want to damn play. They want to play right away.
How many wins you think you got to have to keep that class together?
6 to 7. We get 6 to 7. I feel like that'll be enough to show, okay, it's some progress, and I could be that player that comes in and make it a 10 win, so to speak. We go from 3 to 6. Okay, these coaches are showing improvement. They show that they can coach, so to speak. Not just need the type of player the coach or whatnot. They need that type of player, and I think that's the message that these coaches are preaching, man. Listen, this shit's wide open. You come in, you can fucking play.
Yeah, 3 to 4, I don't think gets it. I'm with you. Nah. 6 will be a mind changer. These guys will be like, all right, okay.
You get us to a bowl, we get to a bowl, and okay. We can talk and try to. Right.
So where you got the win total at for Florida State this year?
Man, I got my shit between either 6 to 8, man. 6 to 8. And I feel like it'll probably be on the low end of 6 to 7 because off real, let's go through. I think Clemson gonna be an automatic L. I think Notre Dame could be an L, but we're catching them at the right damn time. First game of the season, new defensive coordinator, new quarterback, brand new offensive line. I think they're gonna be starting a true freshman at left or right tackle. I can't remember which one. It probably is an L, but I'm not talking about as a win, no doubt.
No, that's my name, Larion. Like,
but no, man, this on some real shit. Just because the atmosphere in Doak will be crazy that game. Just off the recent events, first game of the season, first off, and then the recent events, the motherfuckers play that Bobby tribute on the Jumbotron.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be live.
Tell them people don't leave like they did at Boise though. Like, just sit down.
Man, that shit up. Don't even.
Tell them
don't even bring that shit.
They gotta find. Listen, let me tell you something, bro. If Notre Dame start beating y'all bad on Bobby night, y'all gotta like.
We gotta fight.
What's the move when they shot the guy in the football?
We gotta fight.
We gotta start fighting.
We gotta
fight.
The last Boy Scout, I think that's what it was.
Yeah, last Boy Scout. Like you gotta like it. Go ahead, bro. What you about to say?
But now going back to the boys, what really pissed me off with that damn game, it wasn't the loss, so to speak. It was just the fact that these motherfuckers from Idaho come to fucking the shit we practice in, bro, and look better in the fucking heat and humidity than we did.
And then Willie drunk the water at the fucking press. I lost it, bro.
Dog, that boy, he trolled them damn press.
We
hydrated, bro. You got a team from Idaho.
We got hydrated.
Bro, you let a fucking team from Idaho, and then they flew to Jacksonville. Remind you, they flew to Jacksonville.
And they made it away.
And drove over the day of the game.
And these
motherfuckers look better in humidity and Tallahassee heat better than we did. And then we got this cat here the next damn practice. He trolling the media with damn Aquafina bottle.
That shit was crazy.
Man, that shit was wild. Like he didn't fucking lose. We was up 20 damn points, man. Yeah. So let's go back to the damn this season.
Go back, man. What's wrong, bro?
But yeah, so in regards to that Notre Dame game, I feel like that could be an L, but we're catching them at the right time, so that could be an L. Clemson could be an L. I think Florida and Miami could possibly be an L. Florida and Miami, that could possibly be an L. Just off the strength of.
You don't mark that bitch down, bro.
Man, I don't know about Miami. I'm gonna keep it G with you.
Oh, I don't know about Miami either. I'm gonna be real with you too. Y'all look little as hell, CJ. But still, I'm not a believer in that pass rush. They're the Eric King, none of that shit.
You seen them people. You just said you seen how little people is. And you telling me after we beat them 52-10 last year, you don't know?
Man, that whole year was bullshit, man. Y'all beat our ass, man. But then Mike ain't coached that game. And another thing,
it's confusing me. They got blowed out like that, but then they beat North Carolina. That was the most confusing shit ever.
That shit was crazy. And then going back to North Carolina, I think I said this year last. I feel like North Carolina, the hype was kind of a year early. I feel like this would be the year that North Carolina could be really good. Yeah. Just because Sam, he the best quarterback in the conference by far. He gonna be an upperclassman, junior. Those recruiting classes that Mac had. Man, dog, that was my fucking guy, man.
Well,
man, dog, how the truth?
I would sell him too if I was you, because he's supposed to be
Baker 2.0, and that's what hurt the most. That's another damn topic about Willie. But yeah, North Carolina, I feel like that could be an L. So that's 5 right there. So 6 and 5. So you can't lose the games. So like the Wake Forest, you can't lose the Syracuse. Those even though we're down, so to speak, in regards to the FSU standard, you still can't lose those damn games, man. You can't lose them at all.
They said that last year y'all couldn't lose the Wake.
Now we ain't play.
I don't know how.
We ain't even play Wake last year. See, now you're getting ahead of yourself.
No, y'all. Oh, I'm thinking Willie season. You right. Yeah,
that was
fine.
Willie.
You right.
Yeah,
that was the night Willie had to go.
Yeah.
I was like, but why though? They was ranked. Y'all wasn't. They was like, he got to go. We lost the Wake Forest.
No, it was Virginia. That was a Virginia game.
Yeah, I was in Miami that night. I remember that.
A lot of people beat up. I'm gonna start writing this shit down.
But in regards to I feel like if we could get 6 or 7 wins, and that's including the bowl, I feel like we'll keep most of the recruiting class intact because these guys will see the progress that the coaches are doing, and the coaching wise, and they feel like okay, they just need to goddamn players now, and I feel like I'm that player. So if we could get that benchmark, the recruiting class would be okay. Moving forward to what I'm hearing from Kemp, man, the big battle is going to be the quarterback battle, of course, and the DB battle. Quarterback battle, we bring in Mckenzie Milton, and we all know pre-injury Milton, man, he was a gamer, he was a baller, but he suffered an injury, man. That's you don't see too many cats come back from, man. He just got cleared 100% over the summer, but from my hearing, his arm is still there. Arm is
still there.
Yeah, as far
I
as
seen the video, man. That video looked crazy.
And see, that's another thing too, bro. I tell these cats all the time, man, and that's the gift and the curse with the damn media being at practice.
Right.
That one clip versus that one rep, so to speak, versus 50 other reps is gonna get blown up. You feel me?
Of course,
definitely. But
game.
Yeah, he looked good in the spring game throwing the ball. He looked pretty good in the spring game throwing the ball. But Travis, though, man, they say Travis is taking a lot of strides, in regards to being a better passer. Yeah, he balling, man. 5-6-1 again, yeah. So it's gonna be a good battle. And I think Milton's gonna win that battle. I feel like that's gonna be a two quarterback system just because Travis is so damn special with the ball in his hands, man. He can just do so many different things. And with him being better as a passer, that just got to keep the defense a lot more honest. DB battle, man, I'm kind of with that shit is just, man, kind of with you in regards to we got all the damn talent, so to speak, on paper with the stars and this, that, and other. But, man, the product hasn't been good at all in my damn defensive backfield. So that shit is wide open. We bring in Jamie Robinson from South Carolina, who I like a lot. I feel like he could bring that physicality, that dog mentality, so to speak, that we ain't had in the defensive backfield. Well, we had it last year in Asante, but it didn't really rub off with everyone else. I feel like he could bring that type of attitude. The corner aside from the corner to replace Asante, so to speak, is going to be the big battle. We got Jarvis Brownlee who stepped up last year and kind of solidified himself, so to speak. But everyone else, man, he hasn't done anything. He's been disappointed so far.
5-6-1 check-in. 5-6-1 check-in. Hold on. What's going on with Dent?
Yeah, talk to me about Dent, man. Because I man, just a confidence thing, dog. Because he came in last year, he had a bad ankle, and his ankle wasn't right from the get go. So that was an issue. And then once you get beat, with DBs, man, like you're supposed to have a quick memory.
I have that short-term memory, man.
Right. Sure. But when it does get to you, that shit gets to you. You feel me?
Right.
And once he got beat that North Carolina game like 2 or 3 times, that shit went downhill from there, man. So if he could get his confidence back and then, get his anchor right, because the talent is that shit. Dent is a talented damn player, but he's got to put it all together. So if Dent can put it all together, Jerry and Jones, the kid that we got from Mississippi State, that transfer from Mississippi State, been hearing good things about him. But again, man, when you see that shit on paper when we played last year, it didn't translate. So we just got to see how it play out, man. But my breakout freshman, it's probably going to be Kevin Noles on defense. Man, I love that kid. He was a 3-star kid from down there in Fort Lauderdale, Broward County. 3-star kid, but he had that dog in him, though, man. You watch film, he's not a 3-star.
That's my peoples. Like, I'm not close to him, but that's my peoples.
Yeah, real talk.
No, it's really your people. I was wondering.
Yeah, for sure.
I heard Noles, and I was like, all right.
Yeah,
but no, that kid's a player, man. No lie, man. The spring game, he made some noise, and his name has still been buzzing throughout fall camp in the summer. And Malik McLean, the receiver, he made a couple big plays in the spring game. The kid out of that we got out of IMG, real big body receiver, physical, can run, and we know our receiver room has been dismal, man. That shit has been pathetic, so to speak, man. Last year, that shit was. It's hard to explain, man. I was.
Yeah. You gotta explain to us.
Say less.
I was trying to figure out how the hell y'all, because y'all DB recruiting has been. It never took a step back. It didn't matter if Willie was there, after Jimbo left. Like, it never took a step back. So I was confused when I'm seeing guys get beat like a drum.
Exactly. Right. That's the frustrating part because the talent is there, but these cats ain't putting it all together. But I do feel like, and I'm not even high on Fuller, man. So he got to show me too. I feel like that's a direct reflection on the coaching staff. But also, man, these cats, we got to put shit in perspective. Within the last 4 years, they had 4 defensive coordinators, so to speak.
Right.
We had Charles Kelly, we had Harlan Barnett, then Willie brought in Levitt, and now we're with Fuller. I feel like people wanted Fuller fired last year, man, but at the same time, man, shit, we fired Fuller. That's your 5th defensive coordinator in 5 years, bro. Like, that ain't winning football.
Right.
You feel me? So you got to have some
continuity.
Type of, right. You got to have that continuity, man. You got to these kids, they don't have nothing they can trust, so to speak. Since they've been at Florida State, that shit has been a revolving door with coaches or whatever.
Right. I'm big on keeping Fuller, man.
Man, watch out, man.
No. I think he's done a lot for my program. Listen, he's probably the best recruiter on our staff. So yeah, I'm good with him, man. Bring him back. Give him another year, man. Let him get his thing together.
And Mike, you see, Mike ain't extending his ass either, man. We gave him.
He gonna run that 3-4 again, like he did.
Yeah, he did. But I'm real high on Jermaine Johnson, man. That cat's been balling.
Yeah, I heard he's a monster.
Yeah, and don't get it twisted. I know we got a bad offensive line or whatever, so I don't want to get too high on these cats saying, "Oh, he's been held off the edge." But Jermaine, he's just that type of guy. Though. I feel like he's going to be probably the sack leader for sure. Yeah,
he's real. He's real. I'm gonna take nothing away from the kid, man. But
and then we brought in the kid Cushion from Alabama State, from Alabama A&M. Excuse me. He balled, and that's another benefit of that spring season, man. A lot of those cats that played those spring seasons with HBCUs and FCS period, man, they leveraged that shit for a damn audition, man. And he definitely balled out there and got the scholarship. And he's been balling in practice also. So I feel like he could be a big key in addition to on the pass rush. And that's another thing we're talking about, the defensive backs getting cooked. Hell, our pass rush was fucking non-existent last year, man. Non-existent. J-Rod.
Big Country got y'all this year?
Man, Big Country.
Big Country Kang. That's my
Hey man, my boy Big Country gonna be lucky to see reps in UMass and those type of games, man. But I don't think he's gonna see no serious reps for us at all, man.
You got something better than Big Country on the roster outside Jermaine.
Yeah, Cushion.
I gotta see it.
Shit, I see it, man.
Yeah, why is it so hard to believe? I'm confused.
Right. I mean, it's Big Country.
Big Country's a killer. Big
Country. But again,
man,
I
like
think yeah, man, Big Country, he gonna give us what he give us, man. But I think Fuller,
scrappy.
Yeah, he's scrappy dude. Give you all these guys, the mother,
high motor
type of brain, high motor kid, coach's kid.
First one in, last one out. Yeah.
What they call it, gym rat.
Yeah.
But nah, man.
The extra hours on the jugs machine.
You got the moxie. You got moxie.
Right. But nah, we gotta rely on heavy reps from Big Country, man. We're in trouble all around. It's gonna be a long season. We gotta rely on him to do heavy reps. But I think if we can avoid injuries, because our depth isn't what we want to be at. If we can avoid injuries, we'll be okay. Because like you said, after Jermaine and those other guys, it get real slim down the line. So if we can avoid injuries and keep guys healthy, that's the main thing. Because Norvell hasn't had the time to build the depth, so to speak, to where, okay, you bring in another guy, it won't be too much of a drop-off, man. Because let's keep it a buck. Jimbo, he definitely neglected linebacker recruiting and offensive line recruiting down the stretch. But Willie took that shit to a whole nother level in regards to neglect the position. So he's elite. No, he went a whole class not even signing a skill position player. A whole class.
That was crazy.
Right. And the one kid we did sign was the 5-flat UF commit. I forget the kid name. They ended up going to play baseball.
Oh yeah, the one tall kid, man.
Yeah, he got like a 5-flat 40 or whatever.
Goolsby or some shit.
Goolsby, right. He was the one kid we did sign that class, but he didn't make it because he chose baseball at the end of the day. But you can't go a whole class without signing, a skill. But that's just insane.
That's your fault, though. Like that's why you need some of us in the room. If one of us was in the room, we'd have said, "Bro, you can't trust no Willie, dog. I'm telling you, he'll take the bag and run." I ain't never met a Willie.
No, I think Willie just got the job too early, man. It was a combination of bad timing too with Florida State. It wasn't just all him, man.
No, because we was in a fucked up situation from the get go.
Right.
He was in the.
You can't hire a Willie right now.
You're right, exactly. So it wasn't necessarily Willie's fault in all. It was just a bunch of pieces, a bunch of ingredients to the damn cake, man.
Willie a 5'6" boy now, man. So you know what I'm saying? We're rocking with him down here at FAU.
But no, FAU. I think FAU is a spot he can flourish at, man. That's his speed.
He's gonna get another big job.
Yeah,
just wait on it.
Especially after he upset Florida.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because when Dan took the NFL job, and then y'all go holler at Willie.
Oh
no. Willie pulling up, dog.
I already hired Willie one time. I ain't finna do it again, bro.
Oh yeah, we know.
Hey, this big. Hey, I love we're an hour and a half in, man, on heavy football conversation. We changing the vibes around here a little bit, man. So I appreciate all that dialogue, bro. We kicking it, My last question. What about your running back room? You cool with the running back room? It was that was a little mid. Y'all got somebody to take the top off?
Give him a second. He got to look him up.
No.
No. I understand. I don't know who they are either. Number 0.
It was mid though. It was mid, no lie. But I feel like we got better, so to speak. Just some cats being older. Tofili, Lawrence. I can't even pronounce the guy's last name. Tofili. Yeah. I feel like he could be a player if he just gain some weight. I feel like he could be a real good player. Corbin's he wasn't 100% from that injury that he suffered at Texas A&M. So him coming back and he said this is the best he's felt, since since high school, so to speak. So him being 100% will help in the long run. And also we brought in DJ Williams from Auburn, who I was high on out of high school coming. I feel like FSU. I'm pretty much everyone in the Big Three was. Yeah. From C Green. Yeah, he burst on the scene real late and just balled out. I feel like he could bring that balance, that big back that we haven't had. He's about 215, that physical runner, because to a Philly, he's not a big guy at all, man. He's not really that physical. He's more of a one cut and go type of guy. So I feel like he can bring a lot of balance. And with Mike, man, that's one thing about Norvell. Even going back to like his Memphis days, he's going to get production out of his running backs, no matter who it is. He got like 3 or 4 running backs in the league already, man. So I feel like the running back room is not elite. How FSU typically recruits, going from Vontae to Dalvin to Cam, and then what we see now, of course, is not the typical FSU, man. But I think it'll be serviceable enough, to get the job done. Next year is where they're on some heavy hitters for the running back position, so we'll see if they can pull it off on the recruiting front. But as far as what we have on the roster, it'll be serviceable for sure.
How you feel about nobody got a Big Three talk, but I didn't ask you about your backfield. How you feel about Rooster and the boys? You think Rooster he could shake Manny's seniority shit? Or the other boy, y'all got a nice little running back room. Y'all got a lot of horses.
I'm about to say,
Cam Harris
got good problems there. Yeah, Cam.
I don't think Cam should be starting, but you know how that goes.
I don't either. I'm not a big because I'm gonna tell you why. I didn't even necessarily think that Cam couldn't necessarily be the most talented, but I definitely didn't like him taking I didn't get the snaps I should have got to social media. That don't speak to the type of leadership I want to really see in any upperclassman. So I think Cam does potentially have the goods. He's got to put it all together. But if he don't, we definitely got Rooster, and we got I call him Baby Go all the time so much that I forget his name. Actually, I gotta start calling kid by his actual name. Chaney. I always start doing that because that's just who he reminds me of when I watch him. All the talk really before Chaney had the little minor shoulder thing was that a lot of people thought he might take over the spot. But, man, I haven't heard nothing solid yet, to be honest with you. It's almost like a three-way tie, to be honest, from everything I've been hearing. Like, they're all talented enough to hold down, that spot. So, I mean, and Thad, I'm hearing, is looking really well, looking really good, too, at this point. So, like I said, any of the three I'm comfortable with. I think we're going to be able to toss the ball around enough. But, a focus of last year this season is to get better at run blocking. I think our run blocking was a little sus last year. So that's one reason I give Cam a little room to breathe, too. I think our pass blocking was good. I think our run blocking was middle of the road. So we got
same here. And I just think that says a lot about, like, your offensive line. Like, offensive lines that can't run the ball, to me, be soft.
It's attitude. Yeah, absolutely.
It's an attitude thing, man.
You gotta have an attitude.
Let's get up out of here. I got to do a brunt ad read, man. It's probably the deepest we ever went without doing an ad read. Big Three Talk usually ain't that long. Shout out to the great folks at Brunt Insurance and Financial Services. Anything you need insured, from the Panhandle to the Keys, my man Greg got you. You need home, auto, car, boat, motorcycle, life insurance. My man Greg can take care of you. Hit up bruntinsurance.com or give him a call at 954-589-2204. Big coverage, big policies. Greg, what it do? The Hall of Fame went down, man. This was a crazy, crazy class. We kind of put it on paper in the group chat beforehand. What do you think about it? There was some dope speeches. I like how Peyton spoke. Calvin Johnson said some dope things. What do you guys think about the overall class for the Hall of Fame this year?
Yeah, man, no complaints at all, man. We got Edge coming in, you got Megatron coming in, Woodson, Peyton, man. It was just John Lynch. It was just a star-studded event, man. And a lot of these cats, we watched, growing up and this, that, another. A lot of these cats we're big fans of, man. So, and I feel like, me personally, I feel like Peyton's the greatest running back ever, man. Now, I know it's politics involved with with rings and braid and stuff he did. No, dead serious, man. No. Yeah, the reason I say Peyton, I feel like Peyton is the best, is just the stuff he did pre-snap, man. Like, he put cats in positions. He was a defensive coordinator as a quarterback, man. He'll put the linebacker in position just by a check and just seeing different plays, and this stuff he did pre-snap. Everything he did, man, which is real calculated in regards to I'm going to put you in this position. I studied all the film. I know what you're going to do. And just to see like the chess matches that, and I'm kind of going off topic a little bit, that him and, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, those type of guys had, I feel like that's why I put Peyton above Brady in that sense. Now, and Brady is just amazing. Don't get me wrong, man. But it's just the stuff that Peyton used to do pre-snap and everything around the quarterback position.
I used to believe that when I was like younger. So like Peyton, when they was both in their prime, and I don't even know like when was Brady's prime at this point, but when they both were like
still going on.
When they both were like, when I thought it was a legit question about who was better, I didn't mind Peyton having less rings because of the things you said. You can see how he orchestrated the game, but at this point, bro, like Brady's just a winner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like he just gets shit done. It's like it's just straight up. He's an alpha in every room. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna let his nuts hang. And when he come in the city, bro, he coming to win. He bring winning vibes.
That shit's contagious too, man. Cause you see how that shit is rolled off on the entire Bucks team just like that.
The franchise. Like they think they forgot they was shitty. Yeah. They forgot they was trash like 2 years. They don't know nothing about that now. It just changed the whole vibes of the city.
And that's why it's hard to argue, man. But you're right, bro. That's why that shit is hard to argue. And I won't really argue the Brady GOAT claim at all, man. But the stuff that Peyton did, man, I just feel like just straight quarterback wise, he's the, how can I put this? He's the one you put on the pedestal. He's the one you looked at when you talk about just building a quarterback. When you want to build a winner, you want to build a football player, you want to build everything else, and just all combined with the quarterback too, Brady's your guy 100%.
Well, that's always had an argument between like greatness and talent. Like to me, that's the
point. That's a good point.
Is like, yeah, the best quarterback I've ever watched, but I definitely accept the Peyton argument. But yeah, greatness is going to be measured by accomplishments. Period. It doesn't mean you were necessarily the most talented person, but you got all these boxes you could check. So yeah, I never argue. I quit doing it. I quit arguing about that about 2 years ago. Brady's the GOAT. He's got the most accomplishments, period.
Yeah.
Can't take nothing away from that. Now, mind you, he took over a team that got rid of a first-round pick because he threw 30 interceptions. So he stepped into a great situation, but people don't want to see it that way. So, whatever.
all great people be in great situations. You know what I'm saying? It's a combination of stuff that happens. Like, I don't think, like...
But then also, man, the Bucks ain't really get their shit together until they got Brady. That's when they started those big boy moves. Hell, they ain't drafted damn tackle. This was I'm an FSU fan. Don't get it twisted. Them damn picks are inexcusable. But if you draft your first round pick at quarterback, you got to put shit in place to kind of help them along the way too, man. And I don't feel
real quick. You seen the clip of my man Jameis talking proper and shit?
Man, that nigga, that boy want that job real bad, man.
I was like, who is this guy, man?
Hey, he was in rare form, boy. He was in rare form, 100% interview ready.
He's that. To me, bro, I'm gonna be honest with Jameis. Like in my personal, he's top 10 funniest people, dog. Like, I don't think he's 100% serious with a lot of shit he do, but people take like the summer shit, the workout, that shit is not for real. He bullshit.
And then the thing is, dog, he's funny without even trying to be funny. He's just one of those guys.
That's why I don't think that shit be bullshit. I think that's
them workouts are not serious, bro. Like sometimes he fucking with us. Trust me, he fucking with us.
Well, you know a guy. I give you that. But yeah, Hall of Fame class, awesome.
Charles Woodson made it in.
We even mentioned Palomalu, yeah.
Right, Woodson. That's crazy. That's how many heavy hitters it was, man. That's how many heavy hitters it was.
And I want to salute Edge, man. I've had the pleasure of meeting Edgerrin James a couple of times in life, just in passing, nothing real serious. Ran into him a few times. A really super humble guy. And like everything you hear about him, he's a guy that's like a man of the people.
Right.
And I love what he said. I gotta salute him. He talked about perception in his speech, and he made it very important that people understood people were judging him because they looked at him, and he said, "Yo, they told me to cut my dreads. They told me, yo, the gold teeth, they gotta go. That's just not gonna be the image that is gonna be acceptable in these boardrooms." And he didn't change any of that. And when you sit down and you just listen to the man speak, nothing about him comes off in any way less than an intelligent, capable man. He built everything he wanted. You know, if you follow him on Instagram, he always hashtags something along the lines of build the life you want to live. And he's done that. He was able to do that despite people telling him how he had to do it. So yeah, salute Edge, man. Yeah, the Canton bus got dreads on it. You know, I mean, I wish they had them grilling so you could see some slugs at the bottom, man.
Yeah, I think they doing a good job. I don't know if Miami got a plug down there for the bus who making the Miami bus, but they be hitting. Out there, Ed Reed was fired. Yeah, I think they hit Edge right on the head, man. Shout out to Edge though, man, for just being 100% a real guy. You know what I'm saying? Doing it his way. He's the epitome of I did it my way. That was a thing. I remember being a young kid in high school and them criticizing the gold teeth, him being on the cover of ESPN, grilling. That was the thing, man. It was you just gotta be 100% true to who you is, man. Everything else will work itself out. Time, you know. Yes. Let it play itself out.
Real deal.
I think where you rank Charles Woodson? Who's your where you rank your DBs, CJ? Your DB.
Man, Seawood will always be. Well, me personally, man, I think Seawood is second best all the time, man. And then you can honestly debate. I think him and Rod, you could debate. He's the best. Those two are the best defensive backs because Seawood played every damn
corner, right? Yeah, he played a little bit.
Not even nickel too.
Nickel too, correct.
He was all pro. He was all pro at nickel, safety, corner. Like he did everything. I put it. Seawood the best defensive back all time. Period. Like defensive back, he's the best defensive back. I think Dion is just the best shutdown pure corner. I mean, just from the physical attributes that Dion had and just what he could do on the field, he's taking that side of the field away. But Charles just affected the game in different ways. Like he was getting sacks, forced fumbles. Like Seawood was just a complete football player, dog. Like you don't see those cats too often.
College and pros, like you see a lot of guys die off and like that being around the ball, that ball hawk stuff die down sometimes from some guys in college. But no, he's just a guy that just made plays, man.
Right, a playmaker,
athlete. Yeah. What do you have like top cover corners? What's your top five?
Top five cover corners, of course, it's gonna be Dion. Reeves gonna be in there. Top five: Dion, Reeves, Champ, Darryl Green. And that fifth one gonna be real tough, man. Fifth, top five is pure cover corners.
Darryl Green is interesting.
Yeah, D Green was a dog, man. He was a legit 4-2 guy.
I got the fifth one for you.
Give me one.
Take Ramsey. It's early.
It's early.
It's early.
I don't think I can put him up there yet, man.
You right. Nah.
But as far as what he brings to the table, he's on that damn track, man.
He's on the track.
Yeah, he's on the track. But shit.
Man,
some guys had like we seen guys had a short good run. Like Osmore had a short good run.
He was locked down his career too.
Most DBs have a short, like that's why we forget them. That's why the greats, you know, we really speak about. They have that longevity because there's plenty of DBs that play great for 3 to 4 years. You know, right. Josh Norman, you know, was a great cornerback for about 4 years, and he's not bad now. But when you start talking about like great, but I'm laughing because like me and CJ, so far we 4 for 4. Like everything he just said, I was like, yeah, those are all my guys too.
Yeah. That fifth one tough. That fifth one tough because it could be so many people that you can put in that spot. And like I said, I don't want to put Woods in there just because of the fact that I think Wilson was just more so just that dang athlete, man. He was just that guy. But you could put Fuel there. Night Train too. He was real good.
What you rank Rod Wilson?
See, I like Rod a lot too, man.
Yeah, I'm tripping. Definitely. Rod definitely top five.
Rod
top five.
Rod probably fill out.
Rod's up there.
But see, the thing is, Rod, he was that safety end corner, man. He was in that
same Wilson bag a little bit.
Yeah, he was in that Wilson bag. But yeah, Rod definitely top five for sure, easily, hands down. That's the 5. With that 5, that's royalty right there, man. If you got Champ, you got Champ, you got Dion, you got Rod, Champ, Dion, Rod,
Revis. And then
right. Who the hell I'm missing? I just named the damn name right then and there.
The Kush big on my end, so I ain't keeping no will. I just want to have some. I just want to have some DB talk, man. Let's move along in the docket. The AP poll drop.
Darryl Green, my bad. Go ahead.
Darryl Green, yeah. I like Darryl Green. I wasn't as high on him. I like Sean Springs, another guy that I liked a little bit.
Sean was nice too. Sean was locked down.
Trying to remember some of my favorite corners, but
Ty Law was nasty too, boy.
Ty Law was real nasty. It was one of my favorite guys as well. Ty was a dog.
Yeah,
they changed all that jamming rules because of Ty Law and the Patriots. Man, they was physical as shit.
Right, got in your shit plenty times, man.
Yes, sir. That's how Bama about to do them boys on. I'm trying to tell them.
Maybe we'll give them a game like y'all.
We'll see, man. I think we're gonna lose better. That's my shit. Losing better. AP poll drop. I was shocked to see y'all boys at 16. I think it's a nice spot for y'all. They got us at 11. Florida State not ranked.
They got a vote though.
Yeah, we got a vote, man. Shout out to
I got a vote.
Yeah, they got one vote. They got
Shout out to the vote.
Yeah. Who was that? Who voted that?
It's the coaches poll too, not the AP. The AP haven't dropped yet.
Who voted that?
Oh, that's the coaches poll.
Yeah, the coaches.
Yeah, that was coaches. Yeah, he's right. It's coaches poll.
That's
even though Vel didn't get y'all the vote. So who gave him the vote? He know what he got out there.
It was Dabo.
Let me toss some boys a bone. Here y'all go, man.
Right,
y'all in there. You think 16 was good for us? You think that was generous?
I think it was generous for y'all. They got Alabama at 1. They got Clemson at 2. Oklahoma 3. Ohio State 4. Georgia 5. Just kind of expected. A&M is a little high right now. Jimbo making some noise. They got them at 6. Notre Dame is questionable considering CJ gave me all the information about what the hell they replacing, what they got going on. So 7's interesting. Iowa State, I think, is egregious at 8. I think North Carolina, Cincinnati, them 3 right there ahead of us is a little egregious, in my opinion.
9, 10. Okay.
I think North Carolina may be the only one who could fit in that top 10 out of what you just said. Due to the fact that I said last
I can see that. I feel
like there was a year ahead.
I can see that. There's a lot of hype around Sam Howell. They got a returning quarterback that's probably, like you said, the best in the ACC.
Yeah.
So I can see why they ranked ahead of us. Iowa State and Cincinnati, even Notre Dame, I think we should probably get the nod over those 3 guys.
Nah, I agree. Because like you said, Notre Dame definitely lost a lot. But go ahead, carry on.
And that's what I was going to say. I think you probably think you just feel like you too close to us. That's all. 16 ain't crazy. Yeah, I was like, nah, we ain't crazy. 16.
Yeah.
I think 16 is a pretty decent spot for us. I do. Being an honest fan, I really do think 16 is we got to prove something to get higher than that. I think 16 is a pretty good starting spot for us. Yeah, I did look at Cincinnati. Like, all right, come on, man. I do think they're well coached. But there is something to be said about the schedule you got to play and making it through some of those tougher games. Little bit inflated to me. But yeah, you just think you too close to us because for some reason you think we ain't neighbors. I told you we live around the corner from each other.
No. I just said we got 11 spots. It ain't gonna end like that. You know how we gonna end up. We top 10. You know how we get down.
Y'all end up. Yeah, y'all probably be 16. Yeah.
No. We in top 10. That's our damn on the road. 10 wins, top 10 team. It's not an SEC schedule. That should be the vibes. I do think it's wild that Louisiana, Lafayette, and Coastal Carolina on this shit.
Nah, how the hell Ole Miss is on this shit, man? The motherfuckers won.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Last year.
That is.
I mean, you're supposed to project what you're gonna do this.
They just start throwing shit on the paper at the end, it's like Christmas tree.
Because it don't matter past 5.
But see, that's probably going back to what we just said. Last year was a crazy damn year, so there's a lot of unknowns coming into this year.
Right.
All right, look, who's not going out of the top 5? Who ain't going to end up in the top 5 at the end of the year?
In the top 5, who ain't going to end up in the top 5?
Georgia's probably my biggest vote.
Either Georgia or Oklahoma.
See, and I think
if I had to vote for one. Yeah, I think, if I had to pick one that would be in the top
Georgia,
5, yeah.
Because Georgia opened up with, I don't know, it could be
Clemson.
They opened up with Clemson, right? So that shit ain't Georgia got a tough ass schedule aside from the SEC.
I think they got a favorable schedule, especially for the SEC, because I think that game don't matter for the SEC, but it'll matter for like playoffs and all that type of stuff.
Yeah,
so
that's what like
the implications is huge. Right, yeah. the implications is huge regardless. But I think the schedule is favorable. But you could be walking into a bee's nest if you're not ready. And I don't know if I'm believing Georgia hype from last year. Those last 3 games they won was some mid. And also there's some unknowns with Clemson, but
yeah, it is. But no, I'm with you, man. I feel like I was on the Georgia hype. For a minute, man, but Kirby ain't really punched in on it yet, dog. So I mean, shit, you got all that damn talent. What you gonna do with it?
Yeah, they like Miami on steroids,
right?
Like
y'all ain't got no talent like that, though. So I don't get it.
That's why I say on steroids. Our class, we still, if you go look at that, what's like blue chip ratio, we're still like number 8 or 9 or something like that. So it still says we're not performing up to the level. I agree.
Right.
But Georgia's, they have even more talent, and they still just blow that game, this game. It's tradition. I'm from Georgia. I know Georgia sports. The tradition is to look really good and then lose when it really counts. That's just kind of what they do in my great state of Georgia.
Yeah, so if I had to pick, man, it'd probably be Oklahoma and Georgia, because Oklahoma got all the talent on paper, but then they fuck around and lose a game to Iowa State.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah,
Kansas
I got Georgia
State
finishing like 7.
Yeah.
Not bad, but just, falling a little bit out.
Have y'all seen Deion's new series on Barstool? He's doing like a Hard Knocks type version, but at Jackson State. Have y'all seen that?
Oh, yeah, man. Real big fan of. I feel like Deion, since he's got hired, he's been pushing that agenda to try to get HBCUs more love and HBCUs more on the national scale. Hell, Deion even tweeted out a tweet trying to get them boys in the Big 12, which would never happen or whatever. But he's really pushing that damn narrative.
I like this shot, bro. Like,
right, I like.
Deion be wildin'. Deion be wildin' a little bit.
He do. But no, that's bringing a lot of pull to Jackson State, and it's also gonna bring money to Jackson State also, man. That's the main thing, the money aspect. So I like what Deion is doing at Jackson State and trying to get those boys more pub, and with him partnering with Barstool, that's just going to make it even more clear. That might be something that these bigger schools might try to start following moving forward.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't listening to shit else Deion say until he take a lie detector test. So, I ain't seen no. I have not seen no goddamn. He got to prove Deion be lying his ass off too. Put me down for Deion be lying his ass off right now. Yeah, Deion full of shit. Deion walked out of press conference talking about, y'all don't call Nick Saban Nick. And then they proved like they called Nick Saban Nick like 11 times during the press conference. Deion like, I ain't got time for this shit. I don't want to answer this question. So yeah.
Deion said don't call me Deion, call me Coach Sanders. So, put some respect on his name.
But he said y'all don't call Coach Saban Nick. And they literally called Nick like 11
But I get that
times,
point, man. But if I ask you, call me this, and you deliberately called me something else after that fact, then that's the issue. Now he was definitely out of pocket for the whole.
That's what happened, but that ain't what happened. He just
that's what happened. That's what happened.
He had some other shit going.
He called me Coach Prime. And he was like,
I'm not calling you Coach Prime. I will call you Coach Sanders. I'm not calling you Coach Prime.
Well, he said call me Coach P, but he was like, all right. Then he said, okay, Deion. Like, you feel me? Like, cuz did that shit like Deion. Like, but that's
because shut up, bro. Your name not Prime. That's Deion, Coach Sanders. It ain't Prime. I'm not calling you Coach Prime.
Why the hell he taking a lie detector test though?
Because I want to know who sold that radio. I want to know who invaded his office.
Larion's an idiot, bro.
My dog came to post. My dog came to post game and said, "Man, he robbed me to my socks."
Yeah. And then the administration said, "Yo, he lying, fam. I don't know." He even said it. I got it.
Bugging.
Yeah.
Shout out to Prime, man. That's my favorite athlete all time. You know what I'm saying? And that's well known. Deion, my guy, dog. But outside of sports, he be wilding a little bit.
He just cracked my he's like in my he's number 3 for coaches. I love what he's doing. The shenanigans are awesome.
No, he brought some great attention to HBCUs, man.
Right.
Eddie George is now an HBCU coach, man. So if all these big time former players could do that and bring that attention to HBCU football, I'm all for it, man. But I wouldn't mind a lie detector test on Patreon or something.
Let's just see.
Yeah.
Right.
Coach Prime.
Speaking of bar stools, man, Louisville put out a memo to their players to stop working with Barstool.
Yeah,
and then on the flip end, the dang tight end, he tweeted that was deleted. He tweeted something saying that it's Barstool versus the world. So they feel like it's a little tension within the locker room with that. And I don't think it as an institution, you shouldn't be dictating what those guys do with that.
Yeah, I agree with that. But let me read what was sent out from the University of Louisville. We are advising all student athletes to cease involvement with Barstools in terms of NIL activity. Barstool does not comply with University of Louisville policy and does not comply with the criteria outlined in the Kentucky Governor's executive order. If you have questions about the advisory, please contact whoever this is. I don't want to say her name. So they're saying that they're not complying with compliance and law bylaws and whatnot. So to cease any activity with Barstool.
I mean, they better pay attention then, because this stuff, it varies from university to university.
But nah, you gotta pay attention to that fine print, man, because that shit can get you fucked up in the long end and get you in trouble with the NCAA, which no university wants from this.
Yeah, they're not saying what complying not is. Like, they could be jerking kids a little bit. Pause.
Yeah.
So we don't know. We don't know what compliance is. If they're not complying, like, we don't know what that is. But I think that's a shock wave because they sign a lot of NIL deals.
Mm-hmm. A lot. Barstool did, yeah.
Right, and they even admitted they don't know what they're doing when they did it. They was like, "Sign with us. We'll figure it out as we go."
That just goes back to what I was saying earlier, man. Like that fast money ain't always good, man. You got to peep the scene, and that goes for businesses too. They thirsty just like these kids trying to make something shake. And they jumping into something that they probably don't fully understand, man. You got to understand. You got to dot your I's and cross your T's for sure.
100%.
Well,
I thought both of those were interesting.
Each school is different, so yeah. If your school telling you that, yeah, I would take heed their word, because every school is different. I think Miami was smart, and that's why you see De'Aaron King sign all these things. They knew that could be a great tool for them in the market that they're in, so they made sure they were well informed and in tune with the institutions doing.
And also I don't think these schools. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead, bro. I was about to say I don't think the schools, they gonna have the kids' best interest in regards to this, I believe. So I don't think it's any ill intent.
Do they really? Do they really?
I think so, man, because it's legal now.
But I don't.
But now it's legal. That's what gets a little tricky.
Yeah.
Because I'm fighting you for the same money. So that's where it gets a little, because if Louisville's getting money from, let's say, Raising Cane's or whatever, right? Now we competing, and they saying, well, we ain't gonna get the money to you, we'll just give it to the kid. Yeah, because the kid's the biggest star, and we feel like he'll generate more. That's where it could get a little tricky.
More bang for your buck.
Right. At the end of the day, though, if you're at that institution, it's still gonna boil down to their compliance. And if my school's telling me, listen, they not in line with what we're doing.
But who's in charge? Like, they about to get rid of the NCAA. So all this is about to get real interesting, right? So compliance. Like, what are you going to do? Kick a kid out of school? Like, what do you do? Like, suspend them for doing business? Like, what does that mean? Like, they just told all those kids not to. And CJ said the one kid posted, hey, Barstool versus the world. So what are they going to do?
Yeah.
He gonna get kicked out of school.
We don't know the consequences of any of that right now. I think all this is wild, wild west, and it's all going to unfold in front of us, man. This is history.
But then on the flip end, man, that could be a tool for negative recruiting too.
Right.
Yeah.
Indeed. But I think they are trying to tell them, hey, be in line with what we're saying. Because this school may be more liberal than that school. So they kind of
schools can't be controlling NIL like that. It's my opinion. They can't be liberal or not liberal like this.
Well, currently
I can go. I don't have to run anything by you. Legally, they don't have to run anything by the school like that. There's no rule. I don't think so.
They have to be within compliance.
These kids are signing deals that aren't even deals. They're doing text message deals and shit. Like, there's not real business going down a lot, bro.
No, but remember though, like, just because we discussed a little of this before. I don't even remember what we were on, but because we on so many shows now, that that you have to consider, like, how you going to do a Nike deal when we're in Adidas school. So there are, and that's an extreme example. What I'm saying is these schools at this point are in control of what the compliance is within that institution. Now, it could get more liberal. It can get more liberal, and I think it will. I think it will.
I think they can control what you wear on their campus when you're playing games, that type of stuff. Like what you bring into a press conference, like that type of stuff. I think they can still control. Like obviously, it's their campus. But what I'm putting on my IG, that business, they can't tell me what to put on my Instagram and who to work with. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, we're gonna see. As of now,
they just can't. I can work with Pornhub. What are they gonna do?
They can say, "Hey, if you're gonna go to this school, you can't work with Pornhub."
So I'm already at school. They're gonna kick me out.
Yes.
I think it's gonna be so fine print. Nah, I don't think it's gonna be that easy because you gotta recruit still.
Yeah. It may eventually get to that. Yeah, because what are you gonna say? Like, oh, over here we let you. Yeah, you can sign with Pornhub, but schools are. I'll tell you this much: a school's gonna care about their image as well, right?
Oh,
so they are gonna be like, yeah, man, you can't do Pornhub and go to school here. You know,
I can see that being a problem. That was a scream on my end, but like,
yeah, but
no, I don't understand how they're gonna police business like that. Yeah. I mean, the kid got to also. I'm talking in the screens, right? Because the kid got to be smart enough to know that I don't want to attach myself to a Pornhub brand. Like, what kid's gonna actually do that?
Why not?
But,
Pornhub.
Nah, but it's bigger because you got to tie yourself with other businesses as well. You be boxing yourself out of other deals doing something like that. That was just a screen, but I don't think they could police what type of deals these kids are doing like that and in the business. I know they're not even asking. I know that for a fact. Like these kids are signing deals. They're not running shit by some of them, not even by their parents or lawyers.
Yeah.
Nah, that goes back to the point, man. Like once that season opened, man, like it was everybody at the start line. Everybody at the start line trying to get in place or whatever. So yeah, going back to what you said, man. A lot of these deals are egregious, whatever. I feel like it'll probably hone down some once we get into the nitty gritty of it, for sure.
But it's exciting to see all these boys making money. Let's move on. Let's get up out of sports, man. I have one more topic, but we're gonna go and get up out of there. We'll talk about Herm next week or something. Herm got some shenanigans. Herm ain't do none of that shit. They fired everybody but Herm. You think they would start at the top, right?
Everybody but Herm, right?
Herm said, I don't know about that shit.
I wouldn't do. He in pictures and shit. I don't know how Herm still got his job. Now he got like interns. All type of shit.
Just tell me who need to be on.
Herm did that.
He got interns on the field coaching now because he just lost 2 staffers.
Yeah.
So he's got like interns running shit, but Herm still got a job. So shout out to Herm.
Yeah. I said, just let me know who need to go, man. I'm with it.
Yeah. See, we did it. We covered that real quick.
Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead, though.
Yeah, that was quick. Versus Locks versus Dipset, man. I think it was like top 3 verses. I do want to rank them on here, but how did you enjoy it? Me and you talked about it a little bit, Larion. You wasn't the biggest Locks fan. You was more of a Dipset guy, so were you surprised?
No, not neither. Yeah, you forgot my take. Kush Big. I wasn't really a fan of either group. In a major way, at least. I'm familiar with some of their songs. Man, I tell you what, like I was like not interested, and then I said, okay, I think Dipset got more commercial hits that I could think of. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just go Dipset, just make it a pick. If you made me pick. But then when the streets was saying, yo, the Lock smoked them, boy, I was like, nah, I gotta watch this now. Now I gotta see. And them boys got him up out of there real quick and easy. They just put on an exhibition of MCing. They really controlled the crowd, man. Like master of ceremony shit. Like not just
real talk.
Yeah, we got hits. Nah. We controlling the
vibe. It was art going down out there, man.
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
Different. Yeah. It was different, man. Shout out to the Locks, man. Everybody did their thing. They was just so in sync. You could tell they really fuck with each other. The rumor was Cam was about to leave right before the show. Fat
Yeah,
Joe
it took them a while to come out there.
Yeah, and I remember
he
that
should have left in hindsight. Like hindsight,
he knew it too.
Shit got up out of here.
He was like, "Yo, these niggas don't know their lyrics. Though. I'm finna go. I'm out of here."
He didn't know his shit.
Yeah.
He didn't know his shit, man. Them boys was. I thought they showed up too drunk. All of them was way too sauced up. The Lock showed up sober, like they came to do business, bro. As the show went on, you started seeing them passing joints around, but they showed up with the shits. They wasn't there to play around, and Dipset showed up like they have a party.
Yeah,
I don't think nobody practice shit. Like, I think they kind of just threw a playlist together real quick and said, "Let's just go out there, man." It just didn't look like they was ready at all.
Yeah, sing your songs. That's what they gave them. Nah, just do your joints. Yeah, that was great, man. That to me personally is probably the best one out of all the verses I've seen so far. I don't think they had a better one yet.
You don't think Jeezy and Gucci was better?
Nah, I didn't really dig the total vibes of that one.
The same, but this one almost got ignorant a little bit.
Well, they said they was wrestling, so and they was doing that to promote the tour. They got a tour.
I don't know. Listen,
they said ahead of time. I'm gonna take them at their word.
No, I was taking them at their word, but when my man Styles said Free Max B, the vibes in that room got different. The stage got crowded from both sets. And I think the room kind of felt it. You can feel the energy shifting, and they start telling people to get off that stage. But I thought shit was getting a little testy after that Free Max B shit, because Max B and Jim Jones beef is real shit.
Yeah, still alive. Well, I give you that. I think the difference was they was in on it. The crowd ain't in on it. So the crowd's starting to feel a way. And you can see, remember, they was addressing the crowd like, yo, we already talked about this. Y'all chill a little bit. Like, the only rule they said they had was
niggas was throwing up gang signs after that shit. That's
right.
As a guy that's been around gang members, I'm gonna give you some shit, Larion. They was not acting. Like it was real gang stuff going down. They started both doing gang records. You know what I'm saying? They both started saying a lot of gang stuff. Like, there's a lot of gang culture going down. I'm glad it didn't go there. They calmed everybody down. I do agree that it was some WWE shit going on. But that shit, sometimes, you slap boxing with your boy, it go too far sometimes. I think that's exactly what was happening.
Oh, no doubt. That's why I don't slap box.
At all.
You catch me real good one time, it's going to be, all right, fuck this. Now we just boxing. This is where I excel. Slap boxing ain't really my game.
No, I don't know how to lay off the jabs and shit.
I'm more of a power hitter. You know what I mean? I want to let the thunder roll. So
the thunder roll.
Yeah. I want a rib cage thumping. How you see Mike hit somebody in the kidney and they just knocked out from a kidney shot.
Yeah,
that's the game I like to play. But definitely huge for the culture. Great. Yeah, I did beat Jeezy and Gucci. Jeezy and Gucci was some wrestling.
That shit was gas, bro.
It was.
I don't think that should be all wrestling. They gotta say that, man. That shit was not all wrestling.
No, not all, but some.
Man,
some wrestling. There's an element. You think Gucci and Jeezy gonna sit in the room together without it had to be conversations. Had to be.
Definitely was conversations, but when you talking about my dead friend that you killed, there's no alleged. No, this is a fact. Like he went to trial and beat.
Allegedly his friend.
Oh, allegedly his friend. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm from G. I know a little bit of that, but we don't get into all that right now.
Yeah, for sure. But that's a
criminal link.
Yeah, that was a testy situation. I don't think that was all play. I don't think they like each other. They're not friends now, post versus, and I don't think they'll ever be friends. Man, I think that shit was a little heated. I like Jeezy and Gucci's better. I thought it was more competitive. I didn't think Locks and Dipset was competitive at all. I thought Jeezy and Gucci was competitive for a little bit. It wasn't a landslide like this.
Yeah,
it was balanced in my opinion.
Yeah, you kind of touched on it earlier in regards to Locks and Dipset. Dipset ain't take that shit serious. Locks took that shit serious and what they did. So they understood the assignment. They understood the assignment. But I think that I don't know, man. It just depends on, from us being from the South, man. We just gonna be more in touch with that Jeezy and Gucci. Just off.
Right.
So And more, and you know, the New York people go feel the same way about the Locks and Dips. So you see how that turned out with it. I think both was real good for sure. But
you hit mute, bro.
Yeah, we definitely more in tune, you know, with the South now. So I'm definitely gonna always put those two over the Dipset and Locks in regards to which one was better for me personally.
Yeah. I think Dipset was a little bit better. I'd probably rank it higher. Dipset just came too drunk.
And
you
then
know,
we
like,
already knew like you said, them boys ain't like each other.
Yeah.
That was box office. Then they was taking shots even doing the verses.
Yeah.
And then how they ended that shit with So Icy. It was just ice on the cake.
Yeah, for sure. I thought that, to me, that's still my favorite verse. This one was good, but Freaky Ziggy doing his weird shit on stage. Jewel's laying on the stage. That shit was killing my vibes a little bit, bro. I like what the Locks had going on, but Dipset was a whole shit show, in my opinion, bro.
They talked about Jeezy attire, but Jeezy looked couture compared to Jewel.
I don't know what that boy had going on.
That boy had a 7-foot do-rag on, bro.
Yeah,
you gotta get out of here.
Them boys ain't come prepared, man. Like I said, moving in, I was probably on the Dipset side too, man, but shit, the Locks was undeniable, bro.
Yeah, the Dipset had real drunkle vibes. You know, you gotta be careful.
For sure.
Don't let the alcohol win, correct?
Yeah, and that boy
can't let the alcohol win.
Kids definitely had a point to prove.
I mean, he's an alpha. He's a a God MC. You know what I'm saying? He's one of them dudes, bro. Like some guys that are just different on that microphone, and he's just different. His energy, outside of the raps, the wit. You know what I'm saying? Like him being able to talk like just barbershop shit talk, get cats off of him. You know what I'm saying? Like he was getting some good one-liners off.
Oh yeah.
So I thought he was just overall just the alpha in the room.
Yeah, by far.
Shout out to Spencer Jerky, man. We're not gonna do it like this show's getting long as hell, man. This is a good first show, man. I'm loving the vibes, dog. Couldn't do a better first show, man. But shout out to Spencer Jerky, the best beef jerky ever crafted. Be sure to use coupon code Big Meat at checkout for 10% off. My man got 5 staple flavors: original, Old Bay, habanero bourbon, mandarin jalapeno, and lemon pepper. Be sure to use coupon code Big Meat at checkout for 10% off. Spence, what it do? Should we do a life coach? I should read. I got a couple.
Coaching life.
What are you, boy? Y'all, I had first day of school vibes today. I had to drop off the kids. Daughter started high school, so it was like an early morning, man. My days got a little earlier.
Man, them high school days definitely be early, boy.
Early as hell. That alarm clock went off. Like I'm usually an early riser anyway. But that alarm clock went off this morning. It hit a little different. I was enjoying summer and forgot.
Right.
But it was dope, man. Got to see the kids. They excited about their new outfits and shit. The high school thing is cool. Doing 9th grade. My daughter at Suncoast. Took my son to school. Boy wasn't feeling the pictures and shit, man. Like, that's usually our thing, dog. I've been taking him to school every year his first day, and he just let me flick it up. This time, he's like, nah. Let me go ahead and get inside. Yeah, he ain't with it. What was y'all think first day of school? Y'all lay out the outfits, man? Junior ain't lay out the outfit or nothing, bro. I'm like, bro, what is wrong with this guy? You ain't got your shoes laid out?
Man, see, the first day of school up here is tomorrow, and they already in the house getting ready. Got this stuff laid completely. But man, dog, that first day of school, man, for me personally, man, it was that day. You know, it was that day to show what you got, man. You gotta
set the tone.
Right, you gotta set the tone for the year.
You gotta set the tone.
Right. First impression is the best impression. Even
it was always that weird guy in the crew that'd be like, no, I ain't wearing my fresh outfits to next week. I'm like, bro, that's a crazy strategy. That's a bold strategy. And I'm gonna rack up while you just hold your shit.
Right,
back,
for real, boy.
That's a crazy strategy.
Because that first week they go get it off on you, boy.
For sure.
That just means he ain't had that many fits. That's all. So
that's what it was. You try to stall it out. And I've been in a situation to where that's what I've been in a situation to where it was the first week and it was a wrap for me.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but that first week I was stepping though. You feel
me? You got to, and then you got to get creative after that. Start mixing jeans and pants. You know what I'm saying? I was lucky to have a brother that was just a year older than me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, so I had some shit that they ain't seen before, but I done seen plenty of times.
For sure.
Yeah. But nah, man, those first day of school vibes, man, you know, you get those juices flowing, man. It's nothing like it, especially from a kid's aspect. And I know for your daughter for sure, like high school, like it's nothing like nothing like those times, man. Because you already know how it is in high school.
For sure. I picked up today from school. She said, "Dad, I had an hour-long lunch."
Right. Hour-long lunch. You go get whatever you want to. That's how you
yeah.
I
Big
used to sleep
vibes,
with
man.
my outfit, man. Not in it, but like on the bed, like
I'm about to say you wrinkled as
pressed.
shit, boy.
Nah, pressed with the shoes sitting down at the end of the bed. But
No
like I
doubt.
literally would have it laid on the bed next to me and then get up like, all right, today is murder. We doing mass murder. I'm out here. Oh my God. And then when I went to high school, my 10th grade year, not my 9th grade year, my 10th grade year, I done worked all summer. I got several shoes.
Listen.
I got several. I went and did it. I was working. Like, bro, watch me this year. This year gonna be a little different. Yeah, that brings back good memories, man. That's what's up.
having a rough school year close, it definitely give you some work ethic to go get that bread that next summer.
Well,
I tell you that
listen,
shit.
all right, they ain't gonna get their jokes off on me.
Nah, I gotta be prepared, man. Black kids hard as hell on you, boy. They don't got no love for you
at all. They don't care about the situation at all.
No, sir. All right, we got a life coach question, man. We do this little segment on here, CJ, where people just throw us their life problems and we see if we can help them out, man. My man, I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say a dog name. Life coach question. What did you see in your wife, girlfriend to possess you to lock them down? I'm a 28-year-old single guy trying to understand what to look for in a relationship. I've gone steady with 2 girls in the last decade, and my parents' marriages have not shown to be good examples. Any advice, comments are appreciated. As always, keep up the great content. Go Gators.
He's 28.
Yeah, I'm trying to say, you know what I'm saying? How the hell?
He said going steady. That's what threw me off. That's like an old man phrase. I grew up saying, well, I didn't personally, but people said that like in my age bracket. I don't know. Y'all take the lead. Yeah, not like I said, not my.
You the old guy on the show now. So
yeah, not my demographic, but my bracket age wise.
Right.
I'm single, so.
Well, no, I mean, I guess first off, man, what you gotta realize what you want yourself, man. Because if you don't realize what you want, whatever female this or that you're dealing with or whatever, you're not gonna understand, fully, I guess how you can move forward with that woman. So understand yourself first and realize what you want in a woman and want a relationship, and then pursue that. Right. That's pretty much what it is. Now you got to figure out yourself first. And then once you figure out yourself, you know exactly what you need, what you're looking for in the partner, so to speak. And you can weed out all the competition, this, that, another, and make your move from there and stick to that move. That's my advice, man. First off, is just figure out what you want in a relationship first, and then you can move forward with everything else.
Right. I think what you said is key, man. Getting to know yourself. You know what I'm saying? To be real, just to be 100% honest, I ain't get to know myself till damn near I thought I was married. You know what I'm saying? That's just real talk. I was like in the process. Life is a journey. So when I met my wife, I didn't know what I wanted at that time. We were just kicking it. We dating, we started having kids, but we truly, neither one of us, not just me, she didn't know. I don't think she knew what she wanted. So I think it's key in like knowing what you want. Date around, man. Figure out what women you do like, what women you don't like, and what works for you. Because happiness, all that matters, bro. Like, don't be trying to look for cookie cutter stuff that works for society. Do exactly what works for you. That's my best advice for you, bro.
And just to follow up on that, man. Like when you say date, man, date.
Yeah,
date. Be out there. Do your thing.
For sure.
You gotta go through that, so to speak, to realize, okay, this ain't good, that ain't good. I don't like this vibe. I don't like that vibe. You gotta experience those things to, like I said, fully understand yourself and to fully understand what you want.
That's real, man. Y'all boys get some solid advice. For me, it really all boils down.
You might well take our advice, bro. You ain't got no guy. How you gonna give me advice real quick? Go ahead, though.
You don't stop me from giving advice, bro. You don't. If this gonna work, you can't tell me I can't give life.
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying. Go ahead, my brother.
You can learn a lot from a dummy. You know what I'm saying? So whether I've done it or not, I can tell you what not to do and what to do. You know what I'm saying? So from my perspective, man, just how fat is that ass? Like that's really like you can't lock down with nothing with flat cheeks, bro. Like you gotta live with that day in and day out. You gotta wake up, look to the left, or roll over. And you like, bro, what did I do? So
I can see that being a regret.
Yeah, the biggest thing, man, is make sure she got a little cake. You know, it could be a cupcake, it could be a pound cake, but it's got to be some cake there, dog. This is a lifelong commitment you trying to make. So
it ain't
all
about
that
the, it
other
ain't about
shit
the
they
size,
said
it's
was
about the
good.
shape of it, huh?
Yeah, it's about the shape, baby. There you go. It ain't got to be the biggest, but it's got to be something back there. All that shit they said good, learn yourself, yada, 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 all that. I ain't thinking about none of that shit. And maybe that's why I'm still single. But I
That's
ain't
exactly why you
thinking about
still single, my man. I like it though.
I ain't thinking about none of that shit.
It's a healthy
Cake
balance of the
sitting
show.
up.
I like it.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna bring something y'all may not be expecting. But I ain't told you nothing wrong either, though. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, definitely.
I'm an uncle too.
This is an interesting one. And shout out to my dude, man. You take any advice you want to take right there. I think, you know, I'm not gonna tell you not to take Larion's advice.
It's good advice.
Yeah, I like it. We got another good one, man. Life coach question. I met a friend of a friend, and she was telling me all the junk that has happened between her and her ex-husband, who is also a friend. She talked about after 17 years of marriage, that guy walked out on her and their family on their oldest son's birthday for a woman he was having an affair with.
Shit.
Hearing all this, I didn't even want to acknowledge the guy. But after seeing me and my son in Gator gear, he gave us a customary "Go Gators." I begrudgingly responded. I like that word. That's a good one. I'll say he begrudgingly responded "Go Gators," but was really expecting this guy to be a no based on the description.
Man, what?
I like that shot. So here's the question. If a fellow Gator says to you, "Go Gators," but you know they are a dirtbag, do you respond back with the customary "Go Gators" in return?
Man, just say "Go Gators" and keep it moving. You ain't.
yeah. You don't make it weird.
Right. Don't make it weird, but you ain't trying to, have that type of conversation. Relationship with them, just "Go Gators" and keep it moving. Just like you say, what's up with somebody and keep it moving. It's the same thing.
Nah, nope. I don't fuck with you.
You can't shoot them a "Go Canes."
Nope, you ain't throwing no you up in my face. I'm man, fuck out of here. Yeah, whatever. Nah, no, I ain't go Gators you back if I'm a Gators fan. Just keep it moving. Like just keep
it depends on the dirt. Yeah, it depends on the dirt. Now that's pretty dirty. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's dirty.
But it's also not my motherfucking
business. That's what I
business.
say. That's not my damn business. So what?
I know, but I ain't got to kick it with you. I can just keep it moving. You'll get the vibe. I don't like you. Then we're not gonna talk about it.
I don't know if I dislike him.
Right, that's what
I was like, that's none of my business.
That's his situation.
Yeah.
They don't like him. They said
they clearly don't.
He don't fuck with him. So if you don't like him,
one thing I'm not gonna do. If I don't like you,
the fake what's up. Yeah.
No need for what's up. And so you may not have known I didn't like you, but when I keep walking by you and you throw the you up, or go Kane, I don't like you. So now I won't have no more discussion.
But
personally,
that's real.
Yeah, me personally, I'm gonna hit them back with the "Go Gators" because that ain't just ain't my business. Like, I don't be caring about people affairs and shit like that.
I don't care either.
It's all personal. Like but if I definitely don't like you, I'm not gonna hit you with a "What's up" if I don't like you.
No. Yeah, they sound like they didn't like them. That's the key.
Yeah, that's pretty much what. Just like what you guys say.
I agree with you on that.
It ain't my business, but from his perspective, it seemed like he don't like the dude. So if you don't like the person, then don't fake it. Keep it moving. But if it's just a customary what up and you ain't just what up and keep it moving. You ain't got to fuck with him, so to speak. But if you don't like him, period, then I understand that.
Cheating's not a disqualifier for you to be my friend. I wouldn't have any friends if that's what the case was. Or very few.
TJ in the chat. TJ remind us, man, we was at the Auburn game. This was the wildest shit ever. So we was at the Auburn game. We had a tailgate, and we was about to damn near sneak in like some booster sections. Like, I don't know what the hell. We just ended up somewhere where we was about to walk in like some suites or some shit. And weird ass Neil from Gator Twitter, bro, the guy that got everybody blocked, he pops up out of like the fucking bushes on us. Hey, what's up? It's like, where the fuck you come from? So he's trying to like talk to me. I brush him off. He talking to TJ and shit. TJ's like, yeah, Neil wants to. I'm like, bro, we don't like each other. What the hell we finna talk about and say what's up and go Gator shit for? Nah, man. Keep moving. That was wild, dog. Like people that pop up out like this motherfucker was like eyeing us, TJ, like a fucking lion. We were gazelle.
Waiting for his chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So unless you feel like you're gonna fall victim to violence by not just, being cordial, don't be cordial. Like, don't take an ass whooping to be cool.
Right.
Ain't nothing cool about taking an ass whooping.
Never.
Yeah. Like, unless you like, all right, if I don't say what's up to this person, they gonna kick my ass. Just keep it moving, man. You don't have to fake it for nobody.
I ain't gonna lie, fellas. This was a solid first show. We over 2 hours. The vibes was excellent. We could talk all damn night. Beautiful life coaches. I'm gonna let y'all boys handle it how y'all want to handle it, man. How y'all want to end it. Say what's up to the people. Give shots out. Let's vibe out and get up out of here, man.
We're gonna try. What did you learn today?
What did you learn? Let's give it a try. First try at it. What did you learn today, Larion?
What I learned today was that Willie fears no Daniel, bro. Willie pulling up. He letting them hang. He's not afraid.
You said the first game is for the recruit. We about to battle out.
Yeah.
When to take off?
Wartime. Willie pulling up. He letting them know it's going down. I didn't know that. I really didn't know. I thought Willie had a little fear, but Willie's letting them drop, man. I definitely thought he had a little fear of Daniel, but clearly
Shout
not.
561. He's 561 boy. So I don't slander Willie like I used to, man. He had the crib now. He vibing. What you learn, CJ?
Man, let me see. What did I learn, man? That U1 backfield, man. It's real serious. That's probably our deepest position on the field by far, man. So I'm definitely not looking forward to playing against those running backs, man. And also, I learned that y'all got a top 10 left tackle also.
That's what the hell I learned.
Right.
That's what I'm about to say. I damn sure about to say I learned that Zion has never given up a sack, and his ass is about to give up a sack. So I learned.
Not ever, but last year he did not give up a sack last year.
Yeah, he didn't give up a sack.
McShay got him top 5.
And that streak is about to end, bucko. Week 1.
Okay.
Hey man, shout outs, man. Shout out to everybody that's supporting the roll up, man. I appreciate all the love out there, man. All the new FSU followers, everybody that's getting down with us, man. It's a whole new movement. It's the new roll up. We kicking it, we vibing. We only gonna get better. This is show 1. You know what I'm saying? We never done this before. And with no practice, with no runs, we just sat down and cut the mic on with some topics, man. We vibing a little bit, man. So shout out to everybody that's rocking with us. Yeah,
definitely, man. Again, the love was plentiful today, man. It was definitely felt, man. So again, shout out to all the love, all the fans of the Big 3 roll up. Shout out to the new FSU fans that's coming on. Shout out to the UF fans that started messing with me and Miami fans also, man. It's all love.
Yeah, real rap, man. Like I said, man, I got so much love today through all social medias. I mean, literally everyone that I posted on from Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I think some of my family members think I got rich. I didn't. No come by.
Not yet.
The mission is on its way. But to my niece Chandler, no, you can't have them dunks you want. And real quick, man, I want to send a shout out to some people I started with a while back. Some years ago on Twitter, I started out a little live radio show with my people. And I really kind of, cut my teeth, man, and got my chops. So shout out to the original Yeah Right Radio crew. My boy Lean, me and him was the first ones to do it. And then we brought on Mariano and Raider, man. So shout out to y'all, man. Look at us now. Like, Mariano's still doing his thing out there. He doing shows with Baron Davis and all. That's my boy. That was my young boy.
Nice.
Yeah, and he's still out there pulling up, man. So shout out to that whole crew, man. That's about all I got for us this evening.
That's what's up, man. Hey, this thing gonna be as big as we wanted to be, fellas. I ain't get into this to do it small. We got a studio space. When I say we, you know what I'm saying? It's about everybody empowering themselves, man. We all businessmen. We partners. There's no employees at the roll up, man. Everybody bossed up around here. There's a lot of opportunity to make some bread. So let's get it, man.
100%.
Yo, it's the roll up. We out. Oh,